All right, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the AI Evangelism Bootcamp. My name is Promise Ohaneje. I'd like to specially welcome everybody to this bootcamp. By the grace of God, we are going to be covering a lot of things. We have 3 hours for tonight and 3 hours for tomorrow's night, so it's going to be really immersive. So that's basically 6 hours. All right. So there are a few things that we're going to cover just as were outlined in the video that we all watched. The video we all watched where I talked about the Kingdom AI blueprint. I shared 4 steps. I talked about digital branding and persona amplification. I talked about the AI duplication for global reach. I talked about audience penetration, and I talked about revenue generation. Okay, so those are the 4 major things I talked about, and I addressed a few bonuses that we're going to be taking home. Most of my bonuses are not things that are prepared ahead of time. They are things that I teach live. Okay, so there are some of them, like I said, most is not all of them. There are some of them that I'll be handing over to you, and I'll be dropping them in. I'll be sending them to your email. I'll also be dropping them in the group for the bonuses that are like deliverables. Okay. But we're going to first of all take a deep dive into the Kingdom AI blueprint, where the main thing that I taught, right, in the video that we all watched, and from there we would now see how we can start utilizing those things in our different ministries. So once again, I want to say thank you to everybody that is here. It's really an honor to have us all here. Okay, so excuse me. Give me a second, everybody. Please let me turn off this AC. I'm getting a little cold. Okay, I'm back. Now, in the course of this training, if you have questions, please, all questions should be channeled to the WhatsApp group. There are questions you can drop here also. Somebody saying no audio. I believe that the audio is back right now. I believe the audio is back. Okay, I'm going to unmute everybody for a moment. Tell me if the audio is bad or good, please. Let me be certain. Please, can you hear me? Can anybody hear me?
I can hear you.
Audio is good.
Yes, we can
100%
hear
good.
you.
All right,
Can hear you.
perfect.
See you.
Thank you.
Hope we'll have the recorded version.
All right, thank you. The audio is good. So wherever I say no audio, it means that the audio is from that person's end, not from my end. Because if it's from my end, everybody's going to have the same issue. All right, so back to what I was saying. All questions should please be channeled to the WhatsApp group. That will help me put it because maybe not all questions can be attended to right here and right now. All right. So there are a few things that we're going to go into that are going to really help us utilize this. Remember, what we are really dealing with is AI. First of all, what is AI? AI means artificial intelligence. All right. AI means artificial intelligence. And what can AI help us do? There's this fear that many preachers have, not preachers generally, that many people have, that AI can replace them, in whatever it is that they are doing. You hear that AI is going to replace graphic designers, AI is going to replace video editors, AI is going to replace whatever it is. Right now, what I say in response to that particular statement is AI cannot necessarily replace anybody. It's rather people with AI skills that are going to replace those without AI skills, because AI is an enhancer. It's just like a loudspeaker in our different churches. A loudspeaker is there to enhance our voice so that people at the far back can hear what we're saying. If you use just your own voice alone, at a point, they are not going to hear you. You are going to shout shout your lungs out. Okay, that's how AI is. AI is an enhancer. It's like a tool that you use to enhance your voice. It's a tool you use to enhance your work, whatever it is that you're doing. I remember, like I was saying before we started the program, and before we started this evening, I was sharing that I was sharing that most of those tools were not necessarily built with the church at the back of their mind. It's just we that God have given us the wisdom to be able to transform these tools to use for His glory. All right. So we're going to be seeing how we can use the AI tools that are readily available right now in the market to take advantage or to improve the work that has been committed to our care. All right. More people are asking me, how can I join the WhatsApp, the Zoom meeting? It's amazing. I already dropped this thing in the group. Okay. So in the course of this whole thing, there's something I want to ask because I like to do some sort of example so that it's going to be life practical. Is there anybody who is going to volunteer? If there are so many people that are going to raise their hand, I don't have a metric to choose anybody. Okay, but I don't know who could just be a volunteer. We could just pick anybody randomly. We're going to use your ministry as an example. Um, who is going to be our volunteer for tonight so that while we're doing our practical, we're going to use the person's ministry. Now, for a few things, if you're going to volunteer, well, part of what we're going to be doing tonight is we're going to be talking about your messages, how to use your messages, and turn it into a knowledge base. Okay. So first of all, you must have some messages that are readily available, probably online, that we can take advantage of right now. If you are that person, please kindly let me know in the comment section. Someone is saying, I can't hear you. Please, if you cannot hear me, I don't think it's my fault. I don't think it's from this area because others can hear me. All right. Um, who do we take as a volunteer? I've chosen one person. I don't know the name Rotimi Paul. Is it pastor evangelist? Please, I'm going to try and unmute you, sir. Rotimi, let me search for you. Okay, I've asked for you to unmute. Please be certain that you have your audio quality is also excellent. Rotimi, sorry, sir, Rotimi Paul, please. Are you there?
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
good evening.
Good
Yeah,
evening.
I can hear you. Good evening.
All right, perfect. I can hear you also. Please, can every other person hear him clearly so that we can proceed with him? We're going to be using him as a volunteer right now. Okay. If you can hear him, okay, we can hear him. Excellent. All right. So I will be sharing my screen. One of the first things, the most like the primary thing in using AI, there are multiple different types of AI platform. Okay. There's conversational AI and there is generative AI. There's conversational AI and there is generative AI. There's also automative rather, AI, but we're not going to be using that for the scope of what we're learning. That's out of it, all right? But now, what is conversational AI? Conversational AI is an AI that gets you to have conversations with it. Okay, that's like interaction. All right. Then generative AI is AI that you use to generate stuff. You see, for example, I don't know how many of you watched that video that we used for adverts for this particular program. That video is not a real person. Okay, that video was created by AI. Okay, everything in that video, the background, the person in the video, the office, like literally everything in that video was AI created. All right. um there are more videos that we're working on, but I didn't just use them for the advert because I said let's just test, with this first batch. Okay. Somebody said share your screen. I'm going to share my screen in a moment. I'm not showing anything on my screen yet, so there's nothing to share. So just stay with me, please. Um, if you didn't see, okay, let me open up a browser because we're about to dive in right now. About to dive in. All right. All right, so I'm going to share my screen right now. Please tell me if you can or when you can see my screen. If you can see my screen, can you let me know, please? So I can proceed. Mr. Rotimi, you are sorry. Please, how do I address you, sir? I don't want to address you wrongly, please.
Yes, just written for is okay.
No Mr. No Sir, no Pastor, no Evangelist. How do
He
I address
wants
you?
okay, just apostle is okay.
Apostle. All right.
Apostle.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Like I said, if it's a business meeting, I can call people by their names, first name. I don't have an issue with that. This is ministry.
Yeah.
I'm very
It's
careful.
okay.
I'm very
All
careful.
right.
All right. So Apostle, can you see my screen? If you can see my screen, it means others can see my screen. Can you see my
No,
screen?
not really. No.
Whoa.
Yes, I can see your screen.
Okay, you can see my screen now. Okay, it means other people can see my screen also. If one can see, 100 can see.
Yes, I can see your screen.
All right, perfect. Okay, now who is drawing on this screen? Dear Jesus. Okay,
Yeah.
I have to stop. Give me a moment. I have to stop people from being able to draw on the screen. Yes, that thing. Please. Oh dear Lord. I can't find it, but there's a place. Please just don't draw on your screen. If you draw on your screen, it's going to affect everybody. All right, please do not draw on your screen. I can't find that thing. There's a way to stop it, to stop people from drawing. All right, please do not draw on your screen. It makes things messy for everybody. All right, I believe the person that did that did it by mistake. So please, let's not do that. All right. So the first tool that we're going to be using, like I said, there are two different, or the two AI, the two types of AI that we're going to be exploring are conversational AI and generative AI. And for conversational AI, there are a lot of them in the market. All right. The first one that we're going to be exploring is called Chat GPT. Okay, so let me open up a notepad and type it so that you see it clearly. Chat GPT. Okay, so chatgpt.com. Okay, you can, if you have not used it before, you've not heard of it before, I recommend you write it down so you don't forget. So chatgpt.com is an AI tool that is quite intelligent. It's actually very intelligent, and it was trained with billions of books. So there's most things that you know, ChatGPT probably knows them also. Okay, and he knows what other people also know. So there's a lot that he knows, and you can take advantage. You can take advantage. Give me a second, everybody. All right. Okay. Sorry, I'm back. Lots of people were chatting my assistant also, so I had to give some instructions so that she can help me be dropping the link to everybody. Okay. So like I was saying, we're going to be utilizing ChatGPT. Sarotimi, okay. So you're going to tell me a little about your ministry. I'm trying to recollect what I was saying before I was distracted. I'm trying to recollect what I was saying. I was talking about ChatGPT. Okay, there are other ones. There's cloud.com. Now I remember what I was saying. What I was about saying. There's ChatGPT. These are conversational AI tools that have been trained on billions of books. All right, so there's chatgpt.com and there's cloud.com. Cloud is spelled CLAUDE.com. Okay. Now you can use, there are many people that were asking me questions before the program started. Promise, what's the price of these tools? The things that we're going to be using. Tell me the price first. I want to be certain that it's something that I can pay for before I'm going to commit myself. All right. Now, in business, like I said, these things were created for businesses, not necessarily for ministry. We just have to figure out a way to use them for ministry. Okay, so in business, anybody that creates a tool for business wants to be profitable, period. They want to be profitable. They may give you access for free for a while, but the goal is that you are going to, grow into paying them. All right, so these particular tools, they have a paid plan. However, most times their free plan is enough for you. Now, there are many other tools that we're going to be exploring, probably tonight or tomorrow's night. All right, there are some that I would have to tell you, okay, take the paid plan, take the free plan, whatever. But these particular ones, their free plan is likely enough for you. For example, my ChatGPT account, the paid plan expired and I did not renew it. And I'm still fine with what I'm achieving right now with it. I'm going to show you, I'm already logged in. If you can see my screen, you will see that I am already logged in. You see it here on my browser, chatgpt.com. Okay, I'm logged in, but it's a free account. I have not renewed. If you look below, down below here, you see renew plus. Because plus there means like somebody, if you have a plus account, it's a paid account. Okay, so it tells you that this account I'm currently using is not a plus account. And I deliberately refused to renew it. I could have renewed it. I deliberately refused to renew it so that I can teach you the free account so you understand that, oh, if a free account can do this, it means I'm not sharing with free with a paid account and telling you to go and use free accounts. Whatever we're going to be achieving tonight on ChatGPT, we're going to be using a free account. Now, that's one tool that we're going to be using. Another tool that we're going to be using is Assembly AI. Assembly AI, let me copy it. The playground for Assembly AI. Okay, so you may want to, let me just shorten it. You may want to copy this link down. Give me a moment. I'm going to show it back to you now. Okay, so assemblyai.com/playground. This is another tool we're going to be using. assemblyai.com/playground. Okay, assemblyai.com/playground. So this is a very powerful tool. It helps us transcribe audio into text in a very short time. Okay, AI may not necessarily be able to understand you, like the ChatGPT, whatever, and all those conversational platforms. They may not be able to understand you fully, right? But with Assembly AI, you can turn whatever it is that you've said into text, and we can feed it with ChatGPT. All right, so I'm using ChatGPT just as an example. There's also cloud.com. You can use ChatGPT, you can use cloud. They work as fine. In fact, as a matter of fact, I enjoy using cloud more than I enjoy using ChatGPT. The reason why I use ChatGPT more is because ChatGPT also generates images. So ChatGPT is both conversational and generative, but cloud is just conversational. All right. In fact, let me even amaze everyone here. In selling this bootcamp that we are all participants in right now, I used AI to create almost everything that you saw. Almost everything that you saw. And I created those things in a few hours. What normally in the past, they would have taken me weeks to do. I created them in a few hours. All right. Down from the scripting of the entire video that you watched, the scripting of the video, to the slides that you saw in that video. Those slides were created by AI. Then I exported them from AI, right? Down to, okay, the recording, I recorded the video myself. Obviously, I had to talk into a microphone to record the video. Okay. I recorded that one myself. but the backbone, the skeleton of that particular system was created fully with AI. Okay, you don't have to be a 100% expert on the subject matter anymore, so long as you can use AI. Like I said, AI is an enhancer. All right. So now I have opened Assembly AI. So if you can see, this is Assembly AI. All right. This is Assembly AI. Then this is Chat GPT. All right. Let me also open cloud.com so you can see what it looks like. Okay, my cloud is still open. Let me start. My cloud is open. I have cloud already open. Oh, good thing you can see it's free plan. Oops, I saw it just a moment ago. I'm on the free plan. You can notice free plan. So I'm not paid on any of them yet. All right. I could pay if I want. I could really do that right now, but that's not the goal of this meeting. All right. So what we want to do, if you're going to interact with AI to achieve anything, you are going to talk to AI like you are talking to your assistant that is very, very, very intelligent. So address AI like you're talking to a human being. That's how you utilize AI to make the most out of it. You're going to address AI like you're talking to a human being. All right. Let's say one of the things I talked about in the video that we all watched was being able to convert your messages to books. I don't know if you remember. So let me just use that as an example. Apostle, I believe you're still there, sir. All right. Apostle, do you have a message that we can access right now that is online? Apostle, do you have a message that we can access that is online right now? I hope you have not muted yourself, sir. Oh, you have. Let me unmute you again. Somebody's drawing on our screen again. Apostle, please unmute yourself.
Okay. Can you hear me, right?
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
Yes, I sent my YouTube links on this chat, so I think you can access it.
Which chat? Sorry.
This chat box, the comment box.
Oh, it will be there's so many. There are so many chats here. It will be
Okay, I just sent it now. You see it.
okay. Perfect. I've seen it, sir. So
Okay, we can just check some. There's some short videos of
I can open
videos
it.
of
I
message.
can open it. I can open it publicly, I believe, right? So
Yes, good.
all right. Okay. So let me come to your videos. I'm looking. Yeah, you do music.
Yes, I'm a music word and evangelist. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
I need a message where you talked like kind of a message like you preached or something. Can you
I
direct
think
me to
so.
anyone?
You can make use of short video, right?
Okay, short. Like just want to show an example real quick.
Yes.
Which of them can I use?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can also make you some short videos. Have you seen it?
Can you see my screen?
Yes, but not boldly.
Okay, somebody's raising his hand. Give me a moment. If it's a question, please can you just type it? I'll be reading questions as we're going. If it's a question, I don't want to be distracted off the flow. Somebody else dropped his link or our link in the comment section. Let me check that also. Okay, still the same thing. Okay, still you. Can we use AI for video editing? Absolutely not. No, there are AI for video editing, but it's not within the scope of what I am sharing tonight, sir. Okay. Right now, just talking about having to utilize AI and convert your messages to books that you can sell real fast. Okay. but you don't have messages that we can use for books. Your messages are short. I'm talking about, for example, like a Sunday message, like someone you just finished preaching, will convert to a book real fast.
You'll see it on the video. There's a video. There's a video I recently uploaded. So let me send you the link. It's still there that you can use.
Your most recent video is 11 minutes. Exclusive word hub from Apostle Rotimi Paul. Is that it?
Yes, that's it.
Okay, let me see.
Give that a share.
Welcome to the World Hub, and today
Okay. I'm going to try and download this video because let's see the process. Now, let me lay out the process for everybody so we understand what we want to do. Oops, no, that's not where I was going to. I was going to this. Perfect. So what we're going to do is we need your raw video. If you were in church, I would not need to go to YouTube to collect the video. It's already something that was recorded in church. All right, so we'll just take the video from there. But right now, we are not in the same environment right now. Okay, so we'll get the video, extract the audio. Okay, but if in church, maybe they record audio separately, then you don't need the video. What's the most important is what was said. Okay, get the video, extract the audio. The next thing would be transcribe the audio. Transcribe the audio. Then after transcribing it, use the transcription as knowledge base. All right. So I'm going to explain everything. I think we already understand the concept of get the video. We probably already understand the concept of extract the audio and transcribe. All right. So let's quickly get the video real quick. So what I just did, for those of us that don't understand what I just did was I'm trying to download a YouTube video. If you're downloading a YouTube video, if you are on your PC, like PC, I mean your computer, on the URL, like the link of your YouTube video, just remove, let me look at this whole thing. This is linked to Apostle Rotimi's video, sir. All right, so what I did was I removed from HTTPS everything, these columns, I removed the slashes, the www and the dots. I removed everything and I replaced it. I just deleted it and I replaced it with SS. All right. SS. Basically, once you remove all those things in front and you put SS and you hit enter, it's going to reload and bring this interface for you, savefrom.net, and automatically you can download the video from there. That's a very fast way to download. If you're on your phone and you can't access all of that, you can just go to your browser on your phone and type savefrom.net. All right, savefrom.net, and it's going to load this interface for you. Save from. Look at this thing you see here. You type it savefrom.net. It's load this interface, then copy the link of the YouTube video, that particular video, and you paste here, and automatically it's going to load something like this. So you can see this is the video I want to download. You can choose whatever format, whether you want to download MP4, 720, whatever, just download. The most important is that you download. You may want to download and some of these adverts will keep popping up. I'm going to close. What's happening? Unable to download file. Something went wrong. I'm going to try it again. Sometimes technology could be messy. This has to download. We can't. There seems to be an issue with downloading it right now. Okay, I'm going to try another option to download. I have a downloader on my device, or I could use another browser. There are multiple options around this. So I'm just going to try all the options at the same time. So this is the link to his video. I've pasted it on a new browser, and I'll quickly try and download it from this browser. Okay, this is one option. Second option is I have a downloader. I could paste the URL of the video there. The point is I just have to download this video right now because that's the only way I can convert his video to audio. Okay, I'm seeing a download all download unavailable. Can't happen, not on my live meeting.
Welcome to the World Hub.
Okay, I have multiple download options. There's another download option here. Okay, it's downloading right now. I have a couple of download options for different difficult websites. Now, in case you experience something like this, there's a browser. This browser is Mozilla Firefox. Okay, this browser is Mozilla Firefox, and I have a lot of tools open. Please let me start closing them one by one. Let me start closing things one by one. We have a long distance for it to cover, still 10%. I wish I had requested for this before this class so that we can see it in action real quick. Don't worry, it's all going to make sense. I understand that we are all like we're experiencing some suspense right now. What's going to happen with this video when it's downloaded? It's all going to make sense by the time I'm done. Now, while it's downloading, let me start explaining something to us. When you're, give me a moment. When you're working, right? When you're working and you're using AI, one of the most important things that you have to do is called knowledge base. You have to create a knowledge base. Now, AI on its own does not understand your ministry. AI on its own does not understand what you do like the way you do it. AI on its own cannot enhance you if it does not understand you. So it has to first of all understand you. Like somebody was asking me, Mr. AI, that's how he addressed me, Mr. AI. If you say you are actually into AI that much, why are you manually responding to people that are making requests, or making inquiries concerning this boot camp? Because that's actually what was happening. I was manually responding to people. I could actually automate the entire process. But AI does not know the answer to give to people yet. And I didn't know the questions that people will be asking. But whatever the question would be, I knew I had the answer to it. So for this first batch of this bootcamp that I did, or that we are doing right now, I had to take time to answer everybody one by one. As they were asking questions, I was answering. That's why it hurt me so much when I lost access to my WhatsApp last week, Friday. When I recovered the WhatsApp number, literally all my chats disappeared. So all the question and answers that I have had, I've not copied them somewhere. They are still on WhatsApp. I was hoping that after the bootcamp, I would just, log into my WhatsApp on my computer and start doing copy and paste. I will start copying all the questions that people were asking and pasting them. Questions that people were asking, I will be pasting them somewhere, so that with those questions, I would know that, okay, these are the type of questions that people would likely ask whenever I am hosting another bootcamp. All right. So with those question and answer, I can use it to feed my AI and train the AI to understand how I think and how I respond. To understand my tone of speaking, that it knows how I talk to people. It reads and understands, okay, this is how Promise addresses XYZ subject. When people ask about discounts, this is how Promise respond. When people ask about the timing, when people ask what they can achieve with this meeting, there are people that are even asking me, sorry, I'm into network marketing. Can I use this for it? Somebody from the other religion, a Muslim, was saying, please, can he use it for their, like literally. He reached out and said, please, he watched the entire video, he enjoyed it. That is the only churches to work for. Can't a mosque use it? That they preach their whatever in Yoruba language. That is can also do the translation and use it to expand his Islam, whatever. I had a response for that person. I literally have AI does not know how to respond like I would respond. Okay, so you need to have like a knowledge base to use in training your AI. So AI is like your model, it copies you. Okay, so before you use AI, you need to have. That's why most people, like many people, were asking me, Mr. Promise, I'm just starting my ministry. We're barely 2 days old. Sorry, we're barely 2 weeks old. We're barely 2 months old. We don't have so many messages. Do I need to jump on this boot scam? My answer to them always was, you don't buy something because it's not everything that you buy that you are using every time. There are some things that you buy ahead of time, like so that by the time you need them, the things are already available for you to use. Okay, you may not have so many things to feed your AI yet, but when you now have the things to feed the AI, you don't have the AI to use, or you have the AI, you don't know how to use them. Or you now know how to use, or you have AI and somebody's going to train you, and maybe it's a lot more expensive. All right. So you need knowledge base. Knowledge base is one of the most important things. And the best way to create knowledge base for your AI is through your messages. That's why I was literally asking Apostle for his like a message. So that AI kind of studies his person. Now, okay, this is how he talks, this is how he addresses subject, this is a few things about him. So I'm going to be interviewing Apostle while I'm doing all this. I'm just using all this one to kill time, for that thing to finish downloading. Let me see if it has finished downloading. Okay, it's not done. So Apostle, I'm going to be interviewing you, asking a few questions about you, about your ministry. These are things that the AI is going to use to understand you. Somebody's writing again on our screen. Amazing. Amazing. Somebody's writing again on our screen. So these are the things that the AI is going to use to understand you, understand your ministry, understand your ministry values, understand things that you want the AI to understand about you. All right. Then with that, it can, so when we're creating like a chat bot and people have questions for Apostle, AI can literally answer like it's Apostle that is answering. If Apostle feeds AI with 1,000 messages or 100 messages, AI can read everything in less than 1 minute. You read the entire message and understand everything. Then when people ask questions, it can answer from one message and connect it to another point from another message and merge it together to come up with a perfect answer for the person. And if it's something that the AI cannot respond to, it can now redirect that person to say, don't worry, Apostle is going to be here, or somebody's going to be here to, address this very shortly. But then it saves you time of having to put a human being there to address that. AI can literally do that. And the best part is AI doesn't sleep. We are humans. At some point, you have to sleep. You don't have a choice, else you break down. But with AI works 24/7. In the middle of the night, if somebody is in another country and the person wants to ask questions, or the person is interested in something, there's something to respond to it. So the most important thing is to have a knowledge base for your AI. Right now, we may not be able to create a very robust knowledge base because we don't have so much from Apostle Rotimi. We just have an 11-minute video, which is fine. Somebody else is calling me. I literally can't take calls. I can't take calls. I'm in a meeting. Well, how do people expect me to take calls right now? Okay. I was saying something before I got distracted before the call came in. I was talking about the knowledge base. All right. So we're going to be creating a knowledge base for Apostle right now. Let's see how far his video has downloaded. Perfect. Hallelujah. We have the video. So I'm going to open up the video. Okay, so this is Apostle's video. All right, so the first thing is, like I said, get the video. Oh, that video is 266 megabytes. No wonder it took a lot of time to download. All right, the next thing that I want to do is to extract the audio. I believe that's what I wrote. Right? Extract the audio. Okay, so we're going to extract the audio. And I also noticed that the audio had plenty background sound. I hope that it doesn't give us issues so that the background sound does not distract the AI when it's listening to what you're saying to transcribe it. Just to be sure, I'm still very audible, right? Can everybody still hear me? Am I still audible? Okay, there are lots of yeses. Excellent. Excellent. Even though we've not gone deep, but from what I've shared, is it making any sense at all? Does it make sense?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
All right. All right, so to extract my audio, who is writing on my screen? Please stop writing, I am begging, please. All right, so to extract my audio, I'm going to be using a tool called, Audacity. Audacity is an audio tool. Okay, somebody said after the AI transcription, can we edit it again? Yes, you can edit the transcription before even feeding it to your conversational AI. Yes. All right, so I'm going to use Audacity to extract the audio very fast. So where's that audio? Where's that video? All right, so this is the video. I'm going to drag it into Audacity. I just need the audio. All right, so this is the audio. I'm going to export the audio. I just need only the audio. Export audio to computer. So I'm going to choose a location where I want. What's the location of this file again? Sorry. Let me copy, paste. Okay, so it's exporting. But some people here are not already used to the term you're using. What terms have I used that are too technical? Please just write them down so that I can explain them. If whatever term I am saying is quite technical, I think I have not used any technical. I think I have not used any technical term yet. You need to be very down to earth. Have I insulted anybody by mistake? I'm very sorry if that's what you meant, sir.
No, I think the tech terms, your tech terms and grammar terms, many
Is that what you meant by
many
being down to
ministers
earth?
are not.
Okay,
Yes,
okay, that's what they mean by
I
being down to
think
earth.
I just suggested. I just think that's what they meant.
Thank
So
God.
no,
No,
some are not into tech, some are not into media, and all that.
okay, 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 okay. For a moment, I was scared. I thought I'd said something that was wrong. Anyways, Audacity is a. Let me just show it to you. Yes, Audacity again. Okay, in fact, I've forgotten. Audacity is literally open right here. Audacity is a tool that we use for audio editing. If you have a media team in your church, I'm 100% certain that somebody in your media team knows Audacity. All right, it's a free tool. Let me just show it to you on the browser. It's a free tool. Which browser was I using just a moment ago? I think it was this one. So just go on your Google search and search for Audacity. Look, this is a fresh browser. I don't know what to do to take off these writings that everybody is writing on my screen. It's amazing. All right, so Audacity. Just search for Audacity. In fact, I have not clicked enter. You can see suggestions, Audacity download for PC, Audacity free download, Audacity software. So it tells you that it's something that Google already knows. Okay, so if I just click enter, it will bring the first option there is Audacity, free audio editor, recorder, music making, and more. So Audacity is something that you can use to edit audio, right? So you open this link and you download Audacity into your computer and you install it into your computer. So that's Audacity. I don't know if there's any other technical, I don't know if there's any other technical term I have used that anybody does not understand, because I literally want everybody to be carried along. That's the essence of this meeting. That's the essence of this meeting. Sir, you said if Audacity is an app, I believe that question has been answered. All right. So please let me stop my sharing and share again so that all these lines will disappear from my screen. Please, if you're writing on the screen, I am begging, please help me stop writing. All right, I have stopped the sharing. I will resume my sharing again. Okay. All right, so this is the audio file that's I extracted from Apostle's video. All right. So this is the audio file. It's just 13 megabytes, if you can see. 13 megabytes right there. So what I want to do now, if you remember this, we're trying to create a knowledge base, basically. We're trying to create a knowledge base, all right, using a conversational AI. Most of everything we're going to be doing is going to layer on your knowledge base. Most of everything we're going to do. So if we don't get this part, it's like the foundation. If you don't get this part, it's going to be, you're going to be struggling with your production, all right? So we've extracted the audio. The next thing now I want to do is transcribe the audio. So the tool I'm going to go to is Assembly AI. Okay, so I believe I've given us the link to Assembly AI. This is it, ASSEMBLYAI.com/playground. I believe we have taken note of that. So this whole interface is amazing. So what we're going to do is we're going to upload an audio, that particular audio. So I'll click on upload. Somebody's drawing on our screen again. Amazing. So I'll click on upload. A question that many people kept asking me is, Promise, can this whole thing that you're going to teach, can it work on phones? Everything I'm doing here on my PC, yes, it can work on phone. But I believe by now you've already noticed that the experience is better on a laptop. So if you do not have a laptop, it's fine, work towards it. But this can work on phone, but you're gonna be struggling, like go from one screen to another one to another. Like it can work, yes. Okay. But the experience is always better when you use a laptop. So I drag that stuff and I drop it here. Okay, so if you notice, you see this thing there's something is loading real quick. It's loading. So when it finish uploading, it's 13 megabytes. Okay, it has finished uploading. That was fast. So it has finished uploading. I clicked on the speaker labels is checked by default. Speaker labels. What speaker labels means is if, for example, if it's a conversational thing, let's say me and Apostle, like I said, I'm going to interview him. This is going to help us differentiate between my voice and Apostle's voice. Okay? So AI is going to tell this voice, it sounds like Promise. This voice sounds like Apostle. All right, so I'm going to transcribe. Right now, it's just one person speaking. Or Apostle, in the video, did any other person talk? Have you muted yourself back?
No, no, no.
Okay, you are the only person. Okay, so there's no point of speaker labels. You're the only person that spoke. I can't take calls. This person is calling me recurrently. I can't take calls right now. Let me just respond to him. I believe he's one of the persons that paid for this program. Thanks, I've clicked. Oh, I think he just joined the WhatsApp group and he didn't see the Zoom link. He just joined like a few minutes ago. No wonder. The Zoom meeting is live. Sorry, I'm responding to him. He didn't join the WhatsApp group quick. Let me copy and paste the Zoom link for him. That will save me some headache because he has been dialing me for a while. All right, so let's come back. I'm sorry for that distraction. I just have to, he also paid, so let him join the meeting. But he paid a long time ago. I don't know why he didn't join the WhatsApp group since. All right, so I'm going to click on transcribe file. So basically, it's going to transcribe this audio for me right now. So it's going to take a few seconds. We are running your file through our models. Processing time are based on the duration of the submitted audio and models enabled in the request. A 5-minute file is usually less than 20 seconds. All right, so this is your message has been transcribed. That was amazing, right? That's fast. It took less than 10 seconds.
Yes. Yeah.
Was this something just popped up? I don't know what this red thing is. Oh, dear Lord. I think it's somebody drawing again. Somebody is drawing on our screen. How can I stop this drawing so that nobody draws again? How can I stop this drawing? I really wish I could.
Or is that, or maybe is anybody using Team Viewers on their laptop or something? It can also affect this thing. So I think people should stop using all that software. Just listen to you.
It's amazing. It's amazing. All right. So basically this was what you said. Welcome to the World Hope. And today I want to just give you a scratch. I think this is not what this is not what you said, a scratch study. Did you say scratch study? Absolutely not. So it tells you that AI tool makes a couple of mistakes, but then this is fast. In a couple of seconds, if you gave this to a transcriber, the transcriber will tell you 24 hours before he or she sends you back this file because he has to listen, pause, type, listen, pause, type. But AI did it in a few seconds. So you just have to read through it to be sure that there was no mistake. Obviously, I've already seen a mistake, so it's up to you to correct the mistake. So let me just play your audio.
Welcome to the Word Hub, and today I want to just
Okay, I think what you said is the word of today, right?
The word up is word up.
Okay, word hub today. So even me, I was not hearing you clearly. So no wonder AI too was not hearing you so clearly, sir.
It's word up. Yes.
All right. So
give you a scratch study of the Word of God,
oh,
and
it's
because
scratch, you
we'll
actually
arrive at the
said.
Word of God within some minutes, and I will teach you on
Yeah.
how to.
So what we're going to do at this point is I just want to feed this. I'm going to copy everything. This is the entire 11 minutes of what Apostle was saying. The entire 11 minutes, I copied it and I'm going to open a new file here and I paste. So this is your transcription and we're going to use it as a knowledge base. Remember I said AI is conversational. So we're going to talk to it. I also said talk to AI like you are addressing an assistant, but an assistant that is very, very, very intelligent. Okay? So I could use any of them, literally any of them. All right. So what are we trying to achieve right now? I also want to create a little more knowledge base. Or let me just use this as a knowledge base, for example. Let me just use instead of doing more. But then let me just do everything at once. Because I think if I stop at just using this one, I'll be limiting everybody. When you want to implement, you might get stuck. So let me just do everything at once. So this is how I talk to AI. I talk to it like it's an assistant. Hello, Cloud. Sorry, Cloud. I introduce myself. And promise Ohane J. I'm a highly paid consultant. I'm a highly paid media consultant that help pastors convert their messages into books. Now, this is just an example. All right. I need AI to have some context in the knowledge base. I recently started working with Apostle Rotimi. Is Rotimi Paul, right? Apostle, am I correct?
Yes. Sir.
Okay,
Yes.
Apostle Rotimi Paul. He's a. Please describe yourself for a few seconds. Just 1-2 line. I just want to give AI some context.
Okay. I'm a media evangelist and apostle of the Word of God. Yeah.
That's fine. He's a media evangelist and an apostle of the Christian faith.
Of the word of God is okay.
I know what you said. I'm working with AI. I heard, okay, let me put that.
Okay.
Let me use your words so that you don't of the word of God.
I get it.
Of the word of God. Who is drawing on my screen? Please help me. I'm begging you. That is really distracting for me. An apostle of the word of God. I will like to convert one of his messages to a book. However, I don't know much about him yet. Give me 5 questions now remember I said the knowledge base is the most important thing. I need to know apostle very well. The media people in church probably have the answers to the question about their apostle or about their pastor, about their leader, the bishop, the pastor. All right, but I don't. Okay, so I'm going to interview apostle right here, right now. Okay, I'm going to interview, or it's going to. I want to use the AI to generate interview questions. Give me 5 questions that I can use to conduct a quick interview with the man of God with the view of feeding you the transcripts of that interview. Then with that, you can form a knowledge base that will guide you in writing the book for the apostle. I have also transcribed the message that you will be converting into a book today. I will also feed you the transcript at your request. If you notice, I'm not copying this script from anywhere. It's conversation, all right? And the conversation have to be detailed enough for the AI to understand. Most people just use AI. For those of you that have used AI before, you just say, help me write a book. It's not a good way to do it. You just say, help me do this, help me do that. AI will just answer you generic. Now, you see, I asked him to give me, or I'm even I'm calling AI him because it's almost like a human right now. Okay, so I asked the AI to give me questions to ask the apostles so that with the answer of the questions, the AI would know something about the apostle. Let's get started. Boom. Hello, Promise. I'll be happy to help you create an effective interview framework for Apostle Rotimi Paul that will establish a strong foundation for converting his message into a book. Here are 5 strategic questions designed to gather essential background information. Ministry foundation and calling. Apostle, could you share your story of your calling into ministry and how you transitioned into media evangelism with pivotal moments? Okay, what pivotal moments shaped your understanding of your apostolic mandate? I would not have thought of this question to ask Apostle. But if I ask him now, I believe he has an answer to give to me. And the answer is going to be strategic in creating a book. There are many of us that we have that deep burning desire on our message to reach the world. But then I know how there's this thing called writer's block. You open your computer, you want to start typing, or you have your book, you want to start writing, and boom, you don't know where to start. Should I say, hey, my name is Promise? Or today, you don't know where to start. With this, we're already getting started. The number 2 question is on core message and theological perspective. What would you say are the central themes that run through your preaching and teaching? How do you want readers to understand your approach to interpreting and applying God's word? Now, the concept of this thing, even though it's like I'm just teaching about book, no, the concept that I want you to understand, first of all, is the knowledge base. All this thing is the knowledge base. Now, the same thing that I did here, I could do it with the other conversational AI I talked about. So I'm going to copy this whole thing and take it to the next AI. That's to tell you that it works anywhere. I paste it here. This AI is not cloud. This one is Chat GPT. So I'm going to address it. Hello, Chat GPT. Same thing. Same thing. You see how ChatGPT is going to give me its own question. The question that ChatGPT is going to give me will be very different from the one that Cloud gave to me. All right, so let me hit send. I just want to prove to you that this thing works on every conversational every conversational AI tool. 5 key questions. Okay, that's a powerful assignment, Promise, to effectively write a book that truly reflects Apostle Rotimi Paul's voice and message. It's wise to first understand his background, ministry focus, unique perspective. Here are 5 carefully crafted interview questions that you can use to gather deep insight. So if you're a media person, I have a couple of pastors that paid for their media staff or people that work with them, some of their staff, to come up here. Some pastors paid for as much as 10 of their staff in church to show up for this training. Okay, so if you are any of those persons and you're working with your pastor, make sure that you use your AI to develop, like, it could be up to 20 questions. It's just for this teaching purpose, all right, for educational purpose. That's why I'm doing very, very low, like just 5 questions. Normally, I go very deep. I could have like a 3-hour interview with whoever I'm working with. All right, I go really, really deep, have a lot of questions because I need a very robust knowledge base. Then I can now start feeding the AI with messages from as far back as 10 years ago. So the AI has a very robust knowledge of the man of God. It can literally speak on behalf of the person. Give me a moment. I can't take calls, sir. I can't take calls. Please join the meeting. I don't know. Please stop calling. Please. I have to. Oh, it's amazing. Can't be teaching and I'll be taking calls. Okay, so like I was saying, you can see, Apostle, how did your journey into media evangelism begin? Almost similar to this one, almost similar to these questions. So, Apostle,
Is that a question for me now?
Can we just really do like a quick interview right now?
All right, perfect.
Oh, why did I close that? Sorry. I would have to record the interview with you. There's a tool I'm going to use right now. Everybody going to say, Promise, you're always having plenty tools. Yes, this whole thing, we are trying to utilize tech, right? Technology tools for the purpose of the gospel and also for empowerment of ministers. So the tool I want to use is called Camtasia. Let me spell it. It's TechSmith Camtasia. Okay, so this is the tool I want to use right now. It's called Camtasia. It's a very heavy tool. It's very, oops, I'm opening something else. It's a very heavy tool. When Camtasia is running, you probably have to shut down many other things. Okay, the reason why I'm using Camtasia, I could have used other things like Sound Recorder, is because I'm using Zoom. Many of the other tools that use your sound on your computer, they Zoom overpowers them, so they can't pick your voice. But Camtasia overpowers Zoom. So while your Zoom is running, Camtasia can still pick your voice, right? Okay, I'm testing the sound just to be sure that it's working. Okay. Apostle, please just say something. I want to be sure that it also picks your voice.
All right, I'm here.
Okay, it's picking your voice. So there are
Okay,
two
good
voices
evening.
there. All right. So we're just going to do like a few questions real quick, very, very fast. We're going to be in as little as, let's say, 5 minutes. I want us to be done with this recording with the interview rather. Okay. So let me start. Hello, Apostle. Good evening. Good to have you here. This is Promise Orange speaking. Real quick, to write your book, I want to ask you 5 key questions, and I want you to quickly share with me the answers to those questions because they will be helpful to me in writing your book. So, Apostle, can you quickly tell me, share your story of your calling into ministry and how you transitioned into media evangelism?
Okay, thank you, Promise. My name is Rotimi Port, and also known as PSR. I've been music all my life, and as a music minister and a musicology as well. Strategically saving soul through my content releasing and all that.
I can't hear you anymore. Can you hear me?
Great music
I lost you for a second. Please, I don't know if it's just me. Can you
and
hear
can
me,
I
Apostle?
give a list of them? So silent and that I've been influencing many people, but
So sorry. I don't know. My network just disappeared. So it just cut off everything. All right. It just cut off everything. So I was not hearing you. So please give me like let me just, I don't know if it's my data. Let me just stop up. Please just give me like a few seconds. We'll continue in a moment. All right. We'll continue in a moment.
okay.
Okay. Can everybody still hear me, please? Apostle, can you hear me? Apostle, can you hear me? Hello, am I audible? Can everybody still hear me? The network knocked me off. I'm back. Please, can anybody hear me?
Oh, yes.
Oh, thank God. Thank God. Thank God. All right, so we're just going to repeat what we're doing. Oh, somebody said not hearing. Please, okay, if I can hear one, okay, a couple of persons can hear me, so it's not my fault. It's not from my
Yes.
end.
I think they also want to know the app or software you're using to record on.
Yeah, I shared it. I'm going to go back to it now. I'm going to go back to it. I'm going to go back to it. All right. I said the name of the software is Camtasia. Camtasia. All right. I think Camtasia is actually very expensive to buy, but it's not compulsory. The reason why I'm using Camtasia, the only reason why I'm using Camtasia right now is because uh, many of the other apps that require your audio, they can't work while Zoom is working. But Camtasia can work while Zoom is working. So that's the only reason I'm using Camtasia. If not, it's not compulsory. Camtasia is a screen recording app, like it records your screen. It's not, it's not necessarily an audio app, or it's not an audio software. It's a screen recording. That's what I use in making that video that everybody watched. It records your screen and records whatever it is you are saying. Okay. So while we are doing this, I want to record the entire screen with Camtasia, then extract the audio from Camtasia, or just export the audio in Camtasia. I believe you understand me now. So Camtasia is a little bit expensive to buy. I don't know, but then there are ways around it. I can't say that in a video that is going to go public. All right, there are ways around it. You can reach me privately if you want to get Camtasia, and I'll guide you on how to get it. Just reach me privately. I'm being careful with what I say, especially when a video can go out. I'm very careful. All right. But if you want to get Camtasia, you can reach me privately. Is that understood, everybody? Please, thank you. All right. That's if you need Camtasia. It's not everybody that needs it. All right. So, Apostle, please just say something. Let me be sure that it's still picking your voice.
All right, I'm here.
All right, perfect. It's picked your voice. So I'm going to start the recording again. All right. Good evening, Apostle Rotimi. This is Promise Ohanaje here. I want to quickly run you through a couple of questions, about 5 questions for an interview that will help me in writing your book. So, Apostle, could you please share your story, the story of your calling into ministry and how you transitioned into media evangelism? While you're sharing your story, I also like you to tell me what pivotal moments that shaped your understanding of your apostolic mandate.
Thank you, Mr. Promise. Okay, my name is Evangelism, and
Uh,
uh, um, okay. I'm
Apostle, please,
passionate for
Apostle,
the
please,
kingdom of
Apostle,
God
please, just
since right
hold
now.
on, hold on. If your line is
Okay.
breaking, I don't know if it's just me, but is it breaking on other people's end? His network was breaking because if the AI can't pick your voice properly, it will just be getting those breaking and it can't write anything. It can't transcribe it properly. Is it just me or it's everybody?
Okay. Can you hear me
What's
clearly
not?
now?
Yes, I can hear you clearly now. Okay, not breaking. Okay.
Okay, maybe I should speak louder, right?
All right, go ahead. Go ahead and answer the questions.
Okay, I've been passionate in kingdom
No,
since
start
when I
again
was
start again. Start again. Like start
when I
the
was eight
answer.
years.
Start the
But
answer from scratch.
majorly
Start the answer from scratch. Assume I
okay.
just asked you the question.
Okay, good
Assume I just asked you
evening,
the question.
Mr. Promise. Thank you for this interview. Okay, my name is okay. Since when I was born, I've been passionate about the kingdom and spreading the gospel through music, and went into media and studied also tech. I got into monetizing of my music and getting more so one, but I'm not accountable to anyone. I just grace occasion and I will just leave. But 2 to 4 years ago, the Lord asked me the question that did I want to take this to the next level with Him? I barely doesn't even understand what he mean by that, but through one or two people that have been telling me that I am an apostle and I am meant to take up a nation through my apostolic mission. So when the Lord asked me that question, I didn't know how to answer it. And I've been focusing more on words maximization and all that. So he asked me another question. He said, "Am I ready to submit all my professionalism for the expansion of His kingdom on earth?" And that's why I know that this is onto a big thing in the hands of God. So 2 years ago, that's June 11, 2023, the Lord asked me to start praying for everyone around me because I notice each time I come around people and we start being a friend, before you know, they will just succeed and they will feed their destiny. And I notice there is a time I don't even have a friend again because all most of my friends that we are exchanging words or having one or two things together, they just prosper and become pastors on their own, unknowingly to me. So, but on June 11th, the Lord asked me that as far as I see that I should start praying for people around me. And that's when he gave us SWTD. So we started on Zoom, on Google Meet precisely. So we pray 11:45 p.m. 1 hour, and the more we proceed, the more bring new people. We don't even publicize it or anything, and we start gathering. And the Lord started a system. He started giving us a mechanism, which, uh, to my surprise, is not even like a doctrine of normal church that we are used to. First of all, he asked us, he gave us three in one vision. That's the first, creating the consciousness of Christ in the heart of man, getting first the lordship of Christ, and thirdly, raising influence leaders in the marketplace for the lordship of Christ. Then he asked me to concentrate on the mandate of getting humanity to confess the lordship of Christ, and he asked us to cease so daily. And he also tell me that for everyone of that comes around me, at least they are equivalent to 1,000 people. So the mandate has been so winning, and we do a lot of systems. God has given us a module called Seven Access Code, which we use for discipleship and for recruiting souls into the kingdom. So we do this daily. We must win six so every day. We must also have a monthly soul winning box metrics report to each other that we must win 1,000 soul every month. So this is a movement that's kind of big system that is beyond us. But the more we spend time in the secret place, the more God unravel His plan strategically, not even according to because there was a time we are so bothered. Should we go and meet this person? The system is giving us is 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 quite beyond the church walls, and he now told me particularly that every skills, because we have consult personally, I've now have consult for some reputable men of
Apostle,
God that you know, but you said.
I want us, we are taking plenty minutes on this. I understand, but
Okay,
let's
so how many
quickly
minutes did I have for
let's just
one
wrap it up right
question?
now. Let's wrap it up. You will see how the conversation is going to go. Let's just wrap this one up right
Okay,
now. I'm not going to ask you the other questions.
okay.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. So that we don't spend too much time on this particular one. All right. Um, you can do this on your own or with somebody else. All right. Let me stop the recording. Okay,
Mm.
but I like the way you are flowing. It's the same way I
Okay.
expect every other person when you're doing this interview with yourself, when you're feeding your AI with your knowledge base, go as much as sharing everything, like literally everything. Okay, because that will give the AI a lot of context, a lot of information, a lot of background information about you, about your ministry, about how you work, about why you do the things that you do, about if you are going to be doing whatever it is that you're doing. AI can almost start, guessing things correctly because of the information that you have already given to it that it now uses as a knowledge base. It's just like when in a business you're trying to hire somebody, like a sales staff. You have to give the sales staff some knowledge base. Like, this is how we do something. This is the price of this thing. Okay, we are selling tomatoes. This is the price of these tomatoes. We're selling bottled water. This is the price of this bottled water. The salesperson needs some knowledge base so that even if you're not there, the salesperson knows what to say. That's how it is. The AI is like your assistant that responds or that handles a lot of things for you, even in your absence, and you expect it to handle it accurately. So you have to give it enough information. Go as detailed as possible in sharing every information that you can possibly share. Then once you do that, um, once you do that, you can now you can see everybody you can see what Camtasia did. This is my Camtasia studio. It recorded the screen, all right? It recorded the screen and the voice. This is literally my screen while I was talking to Apostle. All right, this is my screen while I was talking to Apostle. All right. So, but I don't need the screen. I don't need the screen. I just need the audio. So I don't need the video, rather, I just need the audio. So I'm just going to export. Export. Sorry, please, let me get some water. All right. That was good. All right. So I want to export the file. Sorry. Separate video and audio. Separate audio and video. Yeah, perfect. Now, I don't want the video. I just want the audio. Okay. Apostle interview. Apostles interview. Where should you save it to? And that's why I didn't want that video to be too long, so I could render fast. I'm really hoping that this renders really quick. I needed to do all these things in real time so that we can see it happen. So it's not like it's magic. Somebody was asking me, promise 3 hours for tonight's meeting. What are we going to be teaching in 3 hours? Now we see that 3 hours might not even be enough. All right, but we're going to see how we can compress everything. Once we can get this knowledge base, we will see how we will utilize the same knowledge base for literally every other thing that we'll be creating. Even if it's just knowledge base we handle today or tonight, I'm happy with that. Then we will see how we can transform knowledge base into literally every other thing that AI is going to be doing for us in our ministry. All right. We can use the knowledge base in helping you in working for better media, working for better your evangelism tools, everything. The knowledge base is the basic of everything. There are a few things. Give me while we're doing that, so that we don't just watch it play. By the way, there are a lot of drawings on the screen, so I'm going to stop sharing for a second and share back. Hopefully, the drawings are going to reduce. Okay, now I'm reading the comments. Promise, train us on what you talked about in the video. It's what we are doing. Let me give an example. If you have a building that you're seeing, and everybody's only talking about the beauty of the building, but nobody knows the foundation of the building. Without the knowledge base, we can't achieve the things that we talked about. Without the knowledge base, we can't achieve the things that we talked about. That's what we are doing right here. That's exactly what we are doing. Whoa. I'm showing us how to use our knowledge bases. Excuse me. Okay, I've not resumed my sharing. I thought I was already sharing back. Oh, this is still exporting. All right. This is everything. All right, even though this is not, let's talk a little about the AI duplication for global reach. AI duplication for global reach. Two things I talked about for AI duplication for global reach. Number one, language translation for our messages. And number two, I talked about chatbots to represent us. For the chatbot that we're going to be building, without knowledge base, we can't build the chatbot. But anyways, we're just going to jump into it without a knowledge base. Everybody can figure it out on their own. Everybody's saying, promise, jump into it, jump into it, jump into it. Without a knowledge base, it's useless. All right, so we're just going to go into it real quick. For the first one, let's talk about message translation. Give me a moment, everybody. I've been talking. I didn't know I muted myself. I just realized that I've been talking to myself. All right. While waiting for that stuff to finish exporting, there's a new tool. The tool that we're going to be using is called HeyGen. HeyGen. This is for message translation. The one that you see that we did for Papa Adeboye. All right. So that's HeyGen. So you can go to heygen.com. It's an amazing tool. So heygen.com. Then the one you use for chatbots, just like the one you saw with Pastor Kumuyi. I wasn't the one that created the one for Pastor Kumuyi, so I'm not going to take credit for that. All right. The one for Pastor Kumuyi, what they use is BotPress. All right. We're going to explore everything right now. So we can just jump into everything that was shared. Botpress.com. Okay, so we're going to be experiencing heygen.com right now and botpress.com. So you can see how to translate all your messages into different languages for the global audience. All right. So let's start with message translation. So heygen.com, I've already loaded it into my browser. The first thing you have to do on HeyGen is to create an account. The first thing you have to do on HeyGen is create an account. Okay. So you could either sign up for free or you just log in when you've created your account. So I'm trying to log in. You can literally access it on your device right now as I'm talking to you. HeyGen. HeyGen. How I like to log in is I just go to log in, even if I'm not creating an account before, and you see Google. So I can just log in with my Google account without having to create an account from scratch. So select any of the Google accounts that you have logged into your browser, and you are going to get logged in automatically. Now, I think like I've mentioned before, many of these tools, they allow you use their free plan. However, they also have a paid plan. So you might want to find out, okay, what's the difference between the free plan and the paid plan? All right. So I'm just going to open it for you, the HeyGen pricing place, so you can see the price for everything. HeyGen.com. I'm going to go back to their homepage and we'll look at their pricing. Pricing plans. Okay. By the way, there's a way around the pricing. Now you see they have a free plan, which is what we are going to be using right now. They have a free plan. Their free plan allows you to translate 3 videos per month. All right. Their paid plan, the higher you go, the more benefits that it gives to you, unlimited videos. So like I said, these things were created for businesses. So they expect that anybody that's using these things are using it for the purpose of making money. So they expect that at some point you should be comfortable with paying them money to keep using their service. But for now, we're going to use a free plan. All right. And they say videos up to 3 minutes because it's a free plan. But for paid plan, videos up to 30 minutes. Okay. Videos up to 30 minutes. So if you have, if for example, your video is, let's say, a very long message that is 1 hour long, what you're going to do, or you could tell your media people, they could cut the video into 2 because their server, because this is being processed by a server, their server takes a lot of heat being able to produce these videos for you and translate it and sync the lips back, then give you to download back. All right. So you could tell your media people to cut the video into 2, such that it can be 30 minutes, something like that, or less than 30 minutes for each one. Then you can upload to HeyGen. All right. Then it can do the translation for you for the 2 videos. Then you can now, your media people can now merge the translated video. You can merge it together and it turns to 1 video. I believe that is easily understood. That's for the paid plan. However, for the free plan, you see that we could do short videos. Now, for people that want to use the free plan, you said promise 3 minutes videos. What we now do is there are tools that we can use to cut the videos into short bits, do translation for up to the 3 videos, then merge them together. Another thing that some, very, very Nigerians are very wonderful. What they do is now they create multiple accounts on HeyGen. Since it's 3 videos per month, no problem. they will do 10 different accounts, and 3 times 10, that means 30. That means 30 videos. Okay, that means 30 videos. All right, so they now come back and merge it together by themselves. All right. Okay, now I'm reading the comments. Why is it necessary? Because it's long. Okay, please calm down, follow the class. I'm reading the comment right now. I took my eye away from the comment so I can just jump into it as everybody's requesting that we jump into it. Okay, but I believe I've explained the concept of this Hagen right now. So what you want to do right now is you can come to this place. I've logged into Hagen already. All right. All right. You can come to create new. There are a lot of things that you can actually do with Hagen, not just for message translation. Message translation is just one of the things that you can do. Photo to video with avatar, launch AI studio, quick avatar video, translate video. This is the one that everybody is very eager to learn. Translate video. Like I said, these things were not created with churches at the back of the mind. These things were created for businesses. All right. So you see a lot of other things that are there. Create your own avatar. Let's get started. All right. So I come to projects. Please load fast, load fast, load fast. There's so many things running. All right. These are a couple of projects that are on this particular account. All right. So this shows you all the projects that you have. All right. Let me just delete this trash. Let me delete these. Let me come back to home. All right, click on translate video. So this translates the video for us with lip sync. Now, you could either upload the video here or you could paste the video URL directly from YouTube and it will take the video for you and translate it and give you the download link so that you can download it. All right, like I said, the video should be short because we're using the free plan. Your free plan supports 3 videos up to 3 minutes in length. So I'm going to go back to Apostle Rotimi's page on YouTube. I believe this is, no, that's not his page. Have I closed this page? I think I've closed your page, sir. Apostle, can you please just help me post your YouTube link one more time? Let me post it. Apostle, are you there? Okay. He says, just type Rotimi Paul PSR. Rotimi Paul PSR. So I need a short video. Let me go to shorts. So we can just really do a translation real quick. All right, it's perfect. This video is good. All right, so I'm going to copy the video link. I'm going to go back to Hagen. I'm going to paste the video there. I'm going to click on this. Then you have to select the language that you want to translate it into. Okay, so it has ready, it has checked it up. I clicked on next. Okay, so source language. You could either use your hand to type, like select English language from the list of languages, that are there. So you could either select English or you could leave it on auto detect so that it picks, like obviously it knows the language that you are speaking. All right, then you choose the language that you want to translate it into. So let's say you want to break into the Arabic community. I could come here and speak Arabic, or you could speak Chinese. So Apostle, please tell me, what language would you like to speak in your translation? Are you there? What language would you like to speak in your translation?
Okay. You can use any language, maybe French, Greek
French.
is okay.
Greek.
French,
Okay.
Greek.
Okay. French, Greek. I just needed to choose one. Okay. I'll choose. Let me see if Greek is there. Okay, perfect. So Greek. I don't even know how Greek sounds. I'm not gonna. I've not heard anyone speak Greek before. Okay. So let's watch it translate your entire message in that video into Greek. So I've clicked on translate. The amazing part is it's going to translate the words that you're saying. It's not just going to translate the words that you're saying. It's also going to use your voice, like your tone. Okay. So you are going to listen to it now by yourself and tell me if the tone is actually the voice is actually your voice that you hear. All right. That's one. You're also going to, when you listen to it, you also watch out for the lips. You see that it's move your lips to actually sync to what the Greek that you're speaking. I don't know if you
The
get.
lip,
It's called
okay,
lip
lip
syncing.
positioning.
Yeah,
Okay.
the lips, lip syncing. It moves your lip. So it's not like an audio is dubbed on top of your video. All right. It's not like an audio is dubbed on top of your video. It does a lip syncing for you. Now, another thing I think I should let us know is if you're using a free plan of if you're using a free plan of HeyGen, they put a QR code on your video, hoping that with your QR, because this is a free plan right now, so you see a QR code comes with it. Like I said, there's always a way around things like this. So the QR code is always on the bottom right of your video. The video that we are taking right now is a vertical video. So the QR code is going to come something like this, big on the bottom right. So if you don't want the QR code on your video, you could have your video as like the content of video like this. However, let your video come out because you're using the free plan. Like I was explaining to the minister that I've asked ahead of time, there's always a way around it. Even though there's a paid plan, there's always a way around it for people that at the moment cannot afford to pay for the paid plans. All right. So you could have your videos to be 16 by 9. Right now, this video is 9 by 16. By 9 by 16, it means portrait videos. Now, for people that you're starting the ministry and you don't have a media person working with you, what I just said, 9 by 16, 16 by 9, it makes absolutely no sense to you. So let me explain it in layman terms. All right. Yeah, when you are trying to produce a video, if you're using any video editor, you can set your video dimension. These are basically these are video dimensions that are already preset. When you hear any video is 9 by 16, it means that the video is designed to look something like this, that this is small and this is long. That's a 9 by 16 video. So these are the type of videos that you see on your Facebook status, on your TikTok, you see them on Instagram Reels, you see them on YouTube Shorts. This is a YouTube Short right now. This video is a YouTube Short. So I believe this video also, I can see a TikTok logo on this. So this video was also put on TikTok, right? So 9 by 16 works perfectly for these platforms. Then there's also 16 by 9. 16 by 9, let me show you a 16 by 9 video. A regular YouTube video is a 16 by 9. Let me go to this place and show you a 16 by 9 video. So these videos, like this one now, is a 16 by 9. You see, it's wider on this part and it's shorter here. All right, so this is 16 and this is 9. So these are 16 by 9. Okay, I'm even saying that the video itself is not actually 16 by 9, but however, the thumbnail, you can see the thumbnail is 16 by 9. So when you hear 16 by 9, 9 by 16, don't get confused. Anytime you hear 16 by 9, it means it's like a regular YouTube video. But anytime you hear 9 by 16, it means the video is like a vertical or portrait video. So 16 by 9 is like landscape. 9 by 16 is portrait. I hope that is clear. All right. All right, so I hope that's clear enough so that we understand that. So now when you take that into HeyGen, you can make your videos, even though the original video you want to put could be like 16 by 9, but put it within a 9 by, sorry, the video you want to do maybe is a 9 by 16 rather, which is a portrait video. You can put it within a 16 by 9 video frame so that when HeyGen puts their, what's it called, their barcode at the bottom right, it does not affect your main video. You can now cut it off, like you can cut off that part. I don't know if you get the point I am trying to make. Is it clear? If it's not clear, please let me know so that I can explain again. What I just explained now, is it clear? What I just explained now, is it clear? Okay, somebody said take it again. No, sir. All right. I'm glad that, okay, just one yes. No problems. That's the essence of this class. There are so many people that reached out before the class to say, promise, I am quite old. So you have to break it down. I'm very happy that everybody's following, and the ones that, if you don't understand, I am happy to say it again and again. All right. Let me share a whiteboard. Let me share a whiteboard. I think that will help us. So I'm sharing a whiteboard, is loading. Just hold on a few seconds. All right. Okay. So in 9, when you hear 9 by 16, this is, I'm drawing right now. I'm the one drawing, it's not somebody else that's drawing. So any video that looks like this, once you hear the dimension of a video, the first part is the top part. The first thing they mention, 9 by 16. This place is 9. This place is 9. This place is 16. All right. So 9 is shorter than 16. All right. But when you hear 16 by 9, it means it's longer like this. So, oops, sorry, I'm drawing with my mouse pad, so it's not accurate. All right. So 16 by 9, the 16 now comes on top. All right. This is 16 now, and this is 9. All right. So let's assume you want to put a video on HeyGen. If you are using a free plan, HeyGen is going to put like a barcode on this bottom right of your video. They're going to put a barcode. That's barcode that you can scan. They'll put a barcode on the bottom right of your video. So what I'm saying is, if you want to put your video on HeyGen, you can use a 16 by 9 video, but put it within a 9 by 16 frame. So your video is just going to be in the center of a 9 by 16 frame. I don't know if you get now. So your 16 by 9 video is going to be in the center of a 9 by 16 frame. So the frame is a 9 by 16, but the video itself is a 16 by 9. So that when HeyGen puts their barcode, it will be here. It will be here. And it does not affect your main video. You can now use any video editor to cut off these extras and leave your main video that has already been translated by HeyGen. I believe this, what I just drew you now, is a lot more clearer. Is it clear? If it's clear, just help me type clear in the comment section. Aha, okay. Everybody, I'm getting clear. If it's not clear, just still type not clear so that I will. But I believe this is clear now. That's basically what I was trying to explain. I believe the drawing is clearer. One not clear. Hey, okay, how do I explain it for it to be clear for the person that is not clear? Okay. Okay, now there are tools that we use for, because obviously we want to improve our media, I want to break it forth into new languages, new nations. There are tools. Now, any tool that I give to you, that I mention here in this meeting, any tool that I give to you that costs a lot of money to buy, like I said, I'm very careful not to mention some things in this video because I don't know how far this video is going to go, right? It's just wisdom not to say some things. Respect yourself, all right? So if it's something that you can't afford, drop it either privately on WhatsApp or in the group, and I would guide you on a way around and things like that. All right. So there's a tool on your phone. It's called InShot. Let me write it. Let me stop this whiteboard. Let me stop this whiteboard and share my entire screen. It's called InShot. There's another one called CapCut. InShot and CapCut. I've written plenty tools right now. InShot. This one is an app, mobile app. There's another one called CapCut. This one too is also an app. They are pretty much easy to use. Now, if there's anything that I share that you didn't fully understand, I promise you there's probably a tutorial on it on YouTube. You can literally come on YouTube and type InShot tutorial, and you're going to see somebody that has done it before. I've not checked for it before. Let me just try it. InShot tutorial. There's somebody, it has to be there. I'm certain there's somebody that has taught on it before on how to use InShot tutorial. Now, basically, what am I trying to say? Let me close this right now. Let me also check the progress. Okay, Apostle's video is ready. Apostle's video is ready. Okay, so let me play the video. All right. I'm not sure I'm sharing sound. Let me stop this and share again so I can share with sound. So I want to share with sound. Apostle, you are still unmuted, but Apostle, your audio is not showing. Who else can I unmute to confirm that they can see my screen? Or if you can see my screen, just help me type anything. Just type in the comment section that you can see my screen, please. Okay, I got one yes. All right, we can. All right, perfect. So I'm going to play this video right now. And let's see, what language did I use? Greek, right here, Greek. So I'm going to play it. Let's see Apostle speak Greek that he has not spoken before.
Κάθε φορά που σκέφτεσαι τον Θεό που υπηρετείς, θέλω να τον σκέφτεσαι ως έναν Θεό που δεν κατοικεί μέσα στο χρόνο. Όπως ακριβώς αν έρθει τώρα κάποιος όπως ο Αντελέκε ή ίσως ο Ντόναλντ Τραμπ και σου δώσει μια επιταγή $1.000.000 τη στιγμή που θα λάβεις αυτή την επιταγή, τι θα σου έρθει στο μυαλό?
Is it, are we seeing what I am saying? I'm almost shouting here. Is anybody seeing what I am saying? Who saw that? He was literally speaking and he's moving the lips. I'm controlling myself not to shout here. You can literally break into new nations with speaking their language. Someone say, let me go and start. And look at the lip movement. I need you to see the lip movement. It was perfect. It was perfect. That's how powerful this thing is. Apostle is not here. I don't know where his audio has disconnected. Okay, he's back. He's back. Hallelujah. Apostle, are you there? Unmute yourself. Apostle, are you there, sir?
Wow, it's awesome. Yes, it's a groundbreaking. It's awesome. Well done, sir.
Okay, now I need you to confirm to us, was that your voice also? The voice tone, was it picking your voice?
Yes, the everything is the tone, the dictions. It's just like You're speaking a language that I'm not really speaking. I
Amazing.
don't even have idea of Greek. Right. This is
Like I
good.
said,
It's
I've never
perfect.
spoken Greek before. I've not heard somebody speak Greek before. But then he picked the voice, translated it, gave him like literally everything, sync his lips to say it. That's how powerful this thing is. All right. That's how powerful this is.
Some people are saying you should play it again, I think, on the comments. I mean.
Okay. I'm going to start it again. Let me start it again from the beginning.
Κάθε φορά που σκέφτεσαι τον Θεό που υπηρετείς, θέλω να τον σκέφτεσαι ως έναν Θεό που δεν κατοικεί μέσα στο χρόνο. Όπως ακριβώς αν έρθει τώρα κάποιος όπως ο Αντελέκε ή ίσως ο Ντόναλντ Τραμπ και σου δώσει μια επιταγή $1.000.000 τη στιγμή που θα λάβεις αυτή την επιταγή, τι θα σου έρθει στο μυαλό? Θα υπάρξει κάποια ικανοποίηση, σωστά, αλλά αυτή η επιταγή δεν είναι χρήματα. Γιατί πιστεύεις τόσο πολύ ότι αυτό το $1.000.000 είναι αληθινό, το άτομο που σου έδωσε την επιταγή. Εντάξει, γιατί δεν μπορείς να τον αμφισβητήσεις ότι ίσως να μην μπορεί να σου δώσει αυτό το ποσό. Άρα αυτό σημαίνει απλά ότι η μεγαλειότητά του ή η επιρροή του, το κύρος του, μιλούν περισσότερο από τα ίδια τα χρήματα. Αλλά μάντεψε τι, δεν έχεις λάβει τα χρήματα, δεν είναι καν στον λογαριασμό σου, είναι απλώς μια επιταγή. Γιατί έχεις τόση σιγουριά ότι θα μπορέσεις να κάνεις ανάληψη των χρημάτων, επειδή ξέρεις ότι αξίζει. Σωστά. Τώρα θα είσαι χαρούμενος και θα νιώθεις ολοκληρωμένος επειδή ήδη έχεις τα χρήματα. Θα είσαι. Τώρα κάθε άγχος και βαριά ανησυχία της ζωής σου, συμπεριλαμβανομένων των αναμνήσεων του παρελθόντος που προσπαθούν να αποθηκευτούν μέσα σου, εκείνη τη στιγμή που λαμβάνεις την επιταγή, τι θα συμβεί με όλα αυτά τα συναισθήματα? Θα ξεθοριάσουν. Αλλά δεν έχεις εξαργυρώσει ακόμα το νόμισμα. Περιμένεις βασιζόμενος στο άτομο που σου έδωσε την επιταγή. Άρα αυτό σημαίνει απλά ότι μπορείς να πας σε οποιαδήποτε αντιπροσωπεία αυτοκινήτων και να διαπραγματευτείς. Σωστά. Μπορείς να αποφασίσεις να ελέγξεις κάποιον που σε καλεί και να πεις όχι, έχω ξεπεράσει αυτό το επίπεδο, δεν θα ξανασηκώσω το τηλέφωνό σου. Σωστά. Πόσο μάλλον όταν ο Θεός σου λέει ότι σε ευλόγησε με ευλογία, αλλά επειδή καταλαβαίνουμε μόνο από άνθρωπο σε άνθρωπο, νομίζεις ότι ο Θεός βρίσκεται σε ένα μέρος που δεν μπορείς να φτάσεις. Έτσι, παρόλο που εκείνος το έχει, αλλά πραγματικά δεν πιστεύεις ότι το έχει. Οπότε υπάρχουν κάποιες ενέργειες που νομίζεις ότι δεν μπορείς να κάνεις επειδή με έχει ευλογήσει, αλλά πρέπει ακόμα να το δω. Σωστά. Το ίδιο ισχύει και με την επιταγή του ουρανού.
All right. Okay. I'm glad that this whole thing is panning out the way it is. My assistant just called my attention to something that I should go check the WhatsApp group. Okay, many people were really angry in the WhatsApp group. What happened? That I made a lot of mouth. Okay, but we're beginning to see some of the things that we wanted to see, right? So let me leave all the foundational thing I was doing before. I'll just let me give you guys exactly what you want. Let's leave the foundation. All right, let's leave the foundation. Okay, so now we've seen how to do the voice translation. Somebody asked the question, does it translate into into Nigerian language? Does it translate into Nigerian language? Nigeria has international languages also. Okay, it's not just what's it called? It's not just, oh dear Lord, I hate it when I forget what I want to say. It's not just foreign languages that are international language. Hausa is an international language. Yoruba is an international language. Igbo language is also an international language. All right. So let's do one more video. This is a free plan. So let me do one more video. Translate a video. Let's pretend I want to translate that same video. Obviously, I don't want to. But let's check for Nigerian languages. So IGBO not found. Let's find Yoruba. Whoa, not found. I've never tried translating to Nigerian language before. So obviously now we're seeing live, it doesn't translate to Nigerian language. So these are the 3 Nigerian languages that I know that are international languages, but it didn't pick them. So it doesn't have all international language for translation. All right, it doesn't have all international languages for translation. But Igbo, Hausa, and Yoruba are also international languages. We translate to Arabic, Bulgarian, Chinese, Croatian, Czech, Danish, Dutch, English, Filipino, Finnish, French, German, Greek, Hindi, Indonesian, Italian, Japanese, Korean, Malay, Polish, Portuguese, Romanian, Russia, Slovak, Spanish, Swedish, Tamil, Turkish, and Ukrainian. All right, so obviously what I just read is not up to 30 languages. It's just about 20 something languages I just read. There are about 100 and something international languages. All right, so that's about that. The next thing I want us to explore is inside the world of, sorry, let me come here. I wrote them down. Okay. For AI duplication for global reach. AI duplication for global reach. We talked about the translation. I also talked about the AI bot. All right. So for the AI bot, I showed an example with the one that the folks at Deeper Life created for Pastor Kumoyi. So what was used in achieving that is called BotPress, BOTPRESS.com, BOTPRESS.com. All right, so let's go to botpress.com. I've already opened it. The first thing that you want to do, like I always say, is to log in. All right, is to log in. Are we together? Is everybody following? Are we together? Let me check if this thing has finished exporting. All right, close. All right, so I'm going to log in with my Google account instead of having to create an account from scratch. That's what I normally do when I go to most of these sites. I just go to login straight and I click login. As in, I click login with Google, right? And I log in without having to create an account. Because if you want to create an account, it will create the first account. If you create an account, then you have to go to your email to go and confirm your email, then come back to, I don't have all those time. So I just go straight to login, even if I don't have an account with them, and I click to create an account. I go to login and I click to login with Google. Okay, what happened? I was talking and something happened, and I'm back to this spot. Something happened. I'm trying to figure it out. Let me try again. Okay. Your email address is not verified. Email verification will be enforced soon. Verify now. Is anybody drawing on my screen? I'm seeing lots of arrow. So I'm going to stop the sharing for a second and I'll reshare so that all these things will disappear from my screen. All right. So for BotPress, when you create a new account, this is what you're going to look. This is what you're going to see on the dashboard. This is exactly what you're going to see. All right. For the purpose of BotPress, if you are using your phone to watch this video or this bootcamp, I recommend that you turn your phone to landscape. Like instead of holding it straight as in portrait, turn your phone sideways so it's landscape so that you can see clearly. All right. So I'm going to open up this so that we can read different things. A quick overview of BotPress. All right. You can see integration, like in case you want to integrate things, billing. Like I said, most of these things, they created them for businesses, and they hope to also make money from those businesses using their platform. So yes, they charge money for it. However, you can, who is typing? Somebody's drawing something. Ah, yeah, yeah. Who is this? Please stop. Who is it? Please stop. Stop drawing. Stop. 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 Please stop. Thank you very much. I'm grateful. Whoever that is, thank you very much for stopping. All right. So, like I was saying, we're about to create a chatbot, right? So the best thing that you want to do on a platform when you log into a platform is to explore the entire platform. Just literally click everything. See what's happening on the platform. Like, this is a fresh account I just created right in front of everybody, so it's basically empty. All right. So what you want to do is create a new agent. All right. An agent. An agent is like your assistant, your AI assistant that is representing you. Let me see if I can remember the link to Dr. Kumui's chatbot so we can see an example. Give me a moment. Let me stop the sharing. I'll search for it and I'll come back. All right. Okay, so I had to search for Dr. Kumui's chatbot. They went a little advanced on this one. It's a chatbot that they are using it to build a list of people that they can always follow up on for other things. So what do you want to ask? The link to Dr. Kumui's chatbot is askkumui.ai. In case you want to check it out on your own later, you can go to the website link, askkumui.ai. And if you notice, he was particular about branding here. I'll explain what I mean. Because he's trying to appeal to the world. The goal of using AI to enhance our message or to propagate the gospel is to be able to reach the world, not necessarily Christians, or to be able to reach the world and win them to Christ. All right. So he's not pushing the quote unquote pastor in their face. So rather than saying ask Pastor Kumuyi, he's saying ask Dr. Kumuyi. He's very specific about that. I have gone through this entire board and I didn't see pastor anyway, but he's preaching the gospel. All right. There's a reason. I think it's the Bible that says, to the Gentiles I be as unto the Gentiles, so I can win them unto Christ. All right. To all men I be as unto all men, so I can win them. It was Apostle Paul that was saying something like that. All right. So he's rather presenting himself here as an intellectual, someone who knows something, right? Someone who knows something that they would like to ask a question. And he gave them an example of what could be asked. Ask about faith, Bible teachings, or personal growth. Then you see this link here, ask on WhatsApp. I need to notice there are two things here. All right. Ask on WhatsApp. In case somebody wants to chat, they want to chat with your brand, your ministry. Like I said, this also works for business. They want to ask questions about your ministry. They want to ask about whatever it is they want to ask questions. AI should be able to answer them accurately. All right. But before AI can answer accurately, it needs some context, it needs some background knowledge, it needs some knowledge base, which was what we were trying to build previously, but we have skipped that so that we can have some peace. Okay. So however, the people that built this for Dr. Kumui, they were smart enough to integrate a login system into it. All right. The login system is not necessarily AI. Who drew this? Oh wow. Please now, who? Let me stop the sharing and share again. Hey, yeah. Somebody's drawing very okay. Thank you. Thank you. Please. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let me check. Let me check. In fact, let me do a Google search how to stop people from drawing on your Zoom screen when you are presenting. I need to stop that. I need to stop that drawing. Okay. I'm about to give me a moment. I can't find what the suggestion that was given to me to stop that drawing. It's really distracting for me. It's really, really distracting. I believe that we can actually be careful with our fingers so that we don't draw on the screen. I can't find the settings to stop it, but it's writing in disable participant annotation. Can't find it here. All right, let me just continue. I just hope that the drawing is going to reduce. All right, so for this one now, if you type anything, they are going to request that you sign up. I think, let me just type, who is Jesus? Who is Jesus? If I click send, it's not going to just respond. They built in a login system so that you are forced to create an account before the AI can chat with you. And that way, with your account, they can follow up on you. They have your information. If you click to register now, it's going to take your information, like your email, right? And they can always follow up on you through your email. Okay. So they integrated the services of a web designer, but the chatbot itself on its own does not necessarily require a login or sign up form, right? A chatbot on its own. So to use a chatbot, we're at BotPress. So on BotPress, you see, you come to overview. You see, create a new bot. Create a new bot. This will configure how your bot behaves. Is it for customer support? Is it like a brand AI assistant that helps customer with brand related queries, product recommendation, whatever it is? If you click on, give me a moment, let me quickly verify these accounts so I can access other things. It's requesting that I have to verify the accounts before I can use it fully. Okay, so I have verified the account and it automatically loaded. So I'm going to share what my screen looks like right now. The moment I verified, I went into my email to click on verify and it has loaded. Okay, so the moment I verified, it loaded this page for me. So this was where we were before. If you can remember, this was where we were before I went to verify my account. So I opened my email and clicked. So I opened my email. This is the email that BotPress sent to me, verify your BotPress cloud account. And I clicked on verify and it loaded and appeared right here. Okay. So this is what the person don't start again. Somebody else is drawing again. And the person's name is Raymond something. Pastor Raymond or Evangelist Raymond, please let's avoid your screen touching. All right. So you could create a new bot, find a bot. We're going to go into it, but before we do that, I want us to just go through like an overview, right? An overview. If you want to pay them under billing, you come to billing and you see things for payments. You see their pricing. In fact, let's look at their pricing so that you know how much it really costs to use this platform. So we're going to be using the free plan, right? So BotPress, we're going to open it and look at their pricing. So under pricing, there's something called pay as you go. Pay as you go is kind of their cheapest plan. So not everybody can afford to pay $89 per month. Not everybody can afford to pay $9 per month. But if you scroll down, you see PAYG. It means pay as you go, right? Pay as you go. So that does not commit you as in tie you to any particular subscription plan, all right? So as you sign up, you have up to 500 messages per month that people that interact with your chatbot. But you want more than that. With just $20, you get extra or additional 5,000 incoming messages from your people. And that allows your chatbots to chat with so many people, so many people. And whatever it is that you want to achieve with your chatbot, it can achieve that. I just have to show us that this pay-as-you-go plan. There's the plus plan, there's the team plan, there's the enterprise plan. This is the plus plan, which is 89. This is team plan, but this is the pay-as-you-go plan. It's free. It's only when you want more that you pay a little more, but it's free to get started with. All right. So for those of us asking questions like Promise, how much does it cost to use those tools? You see that many of the tools have free plans that you can use to get started, but it's when you require so much more than the free plan can actually give to you, that's when you need to pay any particular thing to the companies that created these things. All right. So I think I was on overview. If you come to web charts, I don't have any particular web chart available on this platform right now because it's a new account I just created. I literally created it in front of everybody. So let's assume I want to create a new bot. Excuse me. So customer support, I just clicked on that. Now I need you to notice this. See what I was saying right there. Before you can proceed, the first thing that is requiring is a knowledge base. Knowledge base. You see why I was working on knowledge base first of all. Your AI cannot function without a knowledge base. Add content for your bot to learn from. You literally read it there. The bot needs to learn about what you do. It needs to learn about your ministry. Sorry, in case you are hearing the loud noise here, where I am, it's like the flight route. The planes fly over where I am right now frequently. So if you hear that loud noise, it's an airplane that's passing. All right. So what I was saying, a knowledge base. Without it, what we are working on is it really can't work. So most of what I'll be sharing with you without a knowledge base, I can't teach it. Which was why I was trying to do those foundational stuff first of all, but then some people are already in the group requesting for a refund. I promise you'll be wasting 1 hour plus. Like over 1 hour, I've been teaching nothing. But now we're seeing that it's beginning to come back to haunt us without the knowledge base. So maybe I'm just going to guide us. I'm just going to guide us on how to create our knowledge base, which was already what we were doing before, but I'm just going to say it with mouth. You can go on your own and finish your knowledge base by yourself. Then you can try to use your knowledge base to create your bot. But basically, this is where we used to create a chat bot. This is where we used to create a chat bot. All right, you come to BotPress. It will ask you for a knowledge base. You feed it as much information as possible. You could literally have a 500 or 1,000 page document about your ministry, about your messages, about your processes, about the things that your ministry have done, about the projects that your ministry have embarked on, about the people that your ministry have trained, about like almost every single thing that you could possibly feed your as in knowledge base about your ministry. You document it, right? Everybody's now saying promise do the knowledge base, but when I was doing the knowledge base, if you literally go to the WhatsApp group right now, you see some people already typing their account details, promise refund me, that I was doing rubbish. Now we are seeing how it's becoming useful. Please, I don't want us to go back and forth. It's not necessary at this point. All right, it's not necessary at this point. Let's just proceed. It's well. All right, we can figure these things out. God gave us an excellent mind. God gave us an excellent mind. So, in case you want more, I can't proceed beyond this point, but now you see where it's being created. Like I told you, whatever it is that you want, let me show you what to do. Right? It's quite easy. It's quite easy. I can come to this place, YouTube, and I can type how to use BotPress so that you can see maybe for a training where a knowledge base has already been prepared. You see where one of the trainers could actually take it further beyond this point. Or BotPress tutorials. BotPress chatbot tutorial, period. There are lots of tutorials here. Right. So for those of us, I hope that we are a little calm now. We're saying that, okay, this is not, I wasn't doing rubbish at the point when I was actually
Okay, Mr.
teaching what I was
Permit,
teaching.
the knowledge base can be done with a short interview, so we can have a sample.
It can actually, whatever, but how do I say it? It's not compulsory, it has to be detailed on the training. I was just going to do like a miniature version of it, a small version where we just ask a couple of questions. Remember, I had to cut you at 6 minutes when you were talking. I had to cut the interview at 6 minutes. So, but a real
Yes.
knowledge base should be detailed as possible. This is just for educational purpose. So we could just ask a couple of questions and that's why I asked AI to just ask 5 questions. Normally, I could ask you 20 questions. And while I was asking you those questions, the 20 questions, depending on the answer, let's say I'm asking question 1 right now, depending on the answer you give me for question 1, I can have question 1A, question 1B, question 1C. Like your answers can prompt another question that was not even given to me by the AI. I don't know if you get my point, sir. So that's how we can generate a lot of like detailed knowledge base that we can now give to AI for different purposes, both for creating materials for us, both for our chatbots, like literally all those things. There's also like in case we want to do, those things where you call customer care and all of that. I know that's not part of the scope of this thing, but if we have some time tomorrow, I can teach that. But without knowledge base, we can't implement that. Where you call some companies customer care and they be like, for this press 1, for this press 2. You can do that. You can create your own voice agent using AI so that when people call a certain number in the middle of the night and all your ministers are sleeping, nobody's there to pick a call. AI can pick the call for you and respond to the person, but using the knowledge base of the ministry. Right? So that's basically it. Right? So, but for now, you can literally come here and like check for chatbot builder, like a BotPress tutorial. And there are a lot of them. Basically, what I want to share with you, there are many of them. I'm just helping us show how it can be aligned for ministry. There's nothing I want to teach that somebody has not taught somewhere else before. Right? It's just that my own style or the way I use them is how did I refine them for the work of the ministry. I hope that's clear. So those are the 2 things I mentioned in those are the two things I mentioned under the AI duplication for global reach. All right, those are 2 things I mentioned under AI duplication for global reach. I'm going to go back to that interview real quick, not necessarily for the concept of building knowledge base right now, but right now for doing digital branding and persona amplification. Digital branding and persona amplification. Basically, it's using what I know about you to create a brand persona that people can connect with, all right, on the digital space. All right. So Let me give me a moment, everybody. Is that Apostles interview? Okay, so I'm going to use Audacity one more time to export it. Let me close this to extract the audio. It's just the audio file I need. So I'm going to use Audacity to extract the audio. So I'll export the audio now to computer. All right, export. Just to be certain, everybody can still hear me clearly, right?
Yes.
All right, perfect. So audio has been exported. Let me close Audacity. Okay, so this Apostles interview, same process, same process. We'll go to Assembly AI. Assemblies, are you open anywhere? Yeah, this is Assembly AI. So I'm going to go to the exact link, assemblyai.com/playground. So that it gives me, hope I have copied that right up from the previous stuff. Okay, I think I have. All right, so Assembly AI, I'm going to upload that same file so I can get a transcript of the file. It's 10 megabytes. Oops. I'm going to click upload audio, then I will drag and drop the audio right here. So it's uploading, it's 10 megabytes, it's going to finish in a couple of seconds. Once this blue button turns, this gray button turns blue, it means it has finished uploading. So let's just give it a few seconds. Okay, it has turned blue. All right, so what I'm going to do now is transcribe file. Now, this time I'm going to leave the speaker labels on. The last time I turned it off because it was one person talking. This time I'm going to leave the speaker labels on. So I'll click on transcribe file. We're running your file through our models. So let's see. So you can see speaker 1, speaker 2, speaker, okay, it's speaking multiple voices. Speaker 3, there's no speaker 3. It was that point where your audio was a little breaking for me. So it's getting a different voice print. So speaker 3, there's no speaker 3. Back to speaker 1, speaker 3. Speaker 2, this is where you're asking me, can you hear me clearly now? Can you hear me clearly now? Okay, not breaking, okay. All right, so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy literally everything. I'm going to copy everything. Then I'll come to my notepad. I'll come to my notepad. Let me create a new note and I'll paste. So you see where you're doing the bulk of the talking that time. I don't know if you remember. This was where you're doing the bulk of the talking that I had to cut you off at some point. Okay, so at some point, like I said, if your audio is not clear, the audio is not clear, somebody will have to still listen to it to be sure that you can correct the AI. Somebody asked the question, can you edit it from whatever the AI transcribed? Yes, you can put it in a notepad and edit, like clean up the places that are messed up, clean it up, and that's fine. All right. Then you can now copy the edited one. We don't have all the time right now. We don't have all the time to start doing the cleaning before I get sanctioned again. I'm very careful. All right. So I don't mess things up. All right. So I'll copy everything. And now before I paste it where the questions were generated, I'll change the conversation. Like I told you, remember AI is your assistant that is actually very intelligent. So we're using Cloud. It was Cloud that generated the conversation, I mean the questions. And we were not even done answering question 1 before we enter question 2. Now I want to remember originally I told Cloud to generate these questions because I wanted to write a book for Cloud. I wanted to write a book for Apostle Rotimi. So now I want to change everything. We want to use AI to do digital branding. All right. We want to use AI to do digital branding, persona amplification. All right. So now watch me change it. AI is like a person that you're having a conversation with, and you can redirect the conversation to wherever you want the conversation to go. All right. So I've had the interview with the apostle. Funny enough, I couldn't finish the interview because of time constraints. Did I type it wrongly? Constraints, okay. We were still in question 1 before I asked him to pause. I will continue the interview later. But for now, I want you to utilize the transcription of the little interview I did with him in creating a digital brand, a sellable digital brand that amplifies his persona. I will be pasting the transcript below. Please note that there was a bit of back and forth in the conversation because I wasn't hearing him clearly at a point. Ignore those parts and focus only on the parts relevant to this project. Remember, I'm a highly sought after consultant. So give me your best work and make me look good before the apostle so he can pay me very well. Now, you see, I'm talking to AI like it's a human being I'm talking to. Like I'm literally talking to it. So now it's going to be working so hard for me to make me look good before apostle with the belief that apostle is going to pay me big money when I do all of this. Here's the transcript. Now, I didn't use any scripts. I'm talking like I'm talking to somebody. I'm sending somebody on an errand, but the person is very intelligent. So here's that transcript of that conversation. The only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove speaker 3. Everybody says speaker 3 because there's no speaker 3. Speaker 3. I think I'm speaker 1. Apostle is speaker 2. So there's no speaker 3. I'm just going to remove speaker 3. I'm going to remove speaker 3. All right. Okay, so I've removed everywhere speaker 3 is. Oops. It's still speaker 3 here. There's something else I've copied it. There's something else I forgot to tell the AI. I just said I was going to post the transcript. I forgot to tell the AI that I am speaker 1 and Apostle is speaker 2 so that it knows who is talking at what point. So let me just read what I wrote so I'll know where to infuse that into the instruction. I had an interview with the Apostle. I will paste in the transcript below. In the transcript, I am speaker 1, and the Apostle is speaker 2. Right. So now here's the transcript. I'm going to paste the transcript below. I've pasted it. You can see pasted, right? So now I'm going to just click enter.
Sorry, sir. If the algorithm of ChatGPT and Google has already had some of our information, does that add to it, or we have
You
to
can use
still
that
create the
you can use
knowledge
that
base?
more for knowledge base. Whatever information you can feed to the AI, give it to it.
Okay.
I don't know if everybody's seeing what's happening on my screen. Something is producing right here. I'm going to explain it, but I want you to finish first of all. Now, remember what I talked about. I said, this way I give it some instructions. Let me read through. So I said, I want you to utilize this transcription of the little interview I did with him in creating a sellable digital brand that amplifies his persona. So basically, this whole thing that AI generated is what it believes that can help the apostle sell his digital brand or sell his brand digitally and amplify his persona. We're going to go through it in a moment, right? Now let's look at it. Apostle wrote to me, Paul, digital brand strategy from media evangelist to kingdom architect. Brand positioning statements. Apostle wrote to me, Paul, the kingdom architect who transformed ordinary believers into extraordinary soul winners through divine systems and strategic discipleship. So I don't know if you have all this designed already. AI is trying to come up with a knowledge base by itself. But if you already had them, like let's say your core brand pillars, do you have these things already on ground, sir?
Profiles. No, based on our interviews with some press and others, we have some information online.
Okay. So these are some of the things that we would have loved to feed to the AI, but we do not have all the time, right? But on its own, it's already generating some things. The multiplication mandates, all right, where you talked about 6 souls daily. Remember, 1,000 souls monthly, through systematic approach, creating conscience of Christ, establishing lordship of Christ, and raising, that's a strategic focus, and raising influential leaders. It's basically creating a sellable brand that we can project to the world. Is it beginning to make sense? Let's assume that, let's say, because like I said, it's a sellable brand in your messages that is going out. We want to create like a faceless channel for you that actually preaches your message and still redirect traffic back to the church or back to the ministry. For trying to do all of that, we already told the AI to come up with your digital brand strategy. Let's pretend that you've accepted everything. If you don't accept anything and there's something you are not very okay with, we can correct it and tell it, just read through and tell me any part that you're not okay with, so that I want to show the correction of it, how to correct it. But if there's any part of this thing that somebody does not understand right now, is there any part, so far so good to this point, as we got to this point, is there any part that is missing, like we are missing something, like you don't understand something? So, okay, I'm saying it makes sense, make great sense. This is so good. I love it. Excellent. Thank God. I'm happy that I'm seeing we're being carried along now. All right. Is there any parts that you don't understand? Up until this point, I believe that I have not really shared anything so technical, right? All I was doing is interacting with the AI. Like I said, it's conversational AI. We've not entered generative. Yes, generative AI will deal with that for tomorrow. Today, we're just doing conversational AI. All right, I've not entered generative AI. So right now, all we did was, now AI is even assuming, because I said sellable, it's already thinking that you want to create courses. It's already talking about your premium courses, right? For between $500, this is $497 to almost $3,000. Your monthly membership for $97 to $197. In case that's what we want to go into, to create something that people will subscribe to pay monthly, we can use AI to create that. AI is already, because I mentioned sellable, is already thinking in terms of business. Okay, but then you can correct AI to say, no, that's not what I'm interested in. This is what I'm interested in. That's what I'm interested in. It will understand you. It's an assistant that is intelligent. All right. So this is still in the section of creating a digital brand and amplifying your persona. Okay, somebody else is beginning to draw. Everybody was calm before, but now somebody else is beginning to draw. Please help me stop drawing. All right. Thank you very much as you stop drawing. Hallelujah. I just figured how to stop the drawing. I just figured it out right now. Now you have my permission. You can draw as much as you want. It will not show. I figured it out. I'll stop the drawing. Nobody can draw again. Now if you want to draw, you can keep drawing. It's not going to show on our screen. All right. I'm so happy. I figured it out. Wait, did somebody just draw? Did it work? Hey. Okay, let me stop the sharing and resume the sharing with that, so that what they've drawn already before can clean off the screen. All right, what they've drawn already can clean off the screen. Can it also edit books? Yes, AI can edit your book. In fact, let's quickly, because AI has like a little database right now that we can use as knowledge base, very small. Let's just use it to work on a small book, very, very small book. Very, very small book. Digital brand, because that's what we're talking about. Creating multiple materials. Then very quickly, I'll talk a little about what you can do with your media. Then tomorrow we can take it a step further. Very quickly, I'll talk about what you can do with your media to be able to break into more spaces. Because, okay, am I sharing? Oh, I thought I've started sharing. Because if you remember, these are the things I talked about. Well, I'm going to address a little about audience penetration. All right. And for audience penetration, you need media. You need your media to be able to penetrate into audiences. We're going to talk about that a little. Then tomorrow we're going to wrap up on audience penetration before we enter the revenue generation, how you can generate a lot of revenue. I think my income is not hiding. Just for the records, this particular program, I've only promoted it for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Okay. And I'm doing this program from the comfort of my home. All right. I didn't have to go anywhere in particular or show up in anybody's office to host it. I am sharing from what I know in my head or in my mind. Right. I think there are many of us that are already in the group and you've done a calculation of how much Promise has earned from this. In fact, let's just make it public. Okay. There are roughly over 400 people that have paid for this. So let's just say 400 multiplied by 12,500. That's 5 million naira for something that I promoted for just 2 weeks. Okay. There are some of us that make a lot more than that in a shorter period. I'm not saying, but my point is, it's possible to make a lot of money without having to leave your house, without having to stress yourself, without having to work so hard. Okay. So we're talking about, and now this is actually for only people that are paying for the boot camp itself. We've not talked about people that have paid for the recordings. For 400 people have paid for the boot camp. The recordings right now, I think about 190 something people have paid for the recordings. Almost half. So if you do, let's just say 190 multiplied by 2,500, that's 475,000 plus 5 million. That's almost 5.5 million. All right. For something that I didn't have to leave my house. All I'd utilized was AI and the internet. All right. So it's possible for you to do something and earn some money. And if I want this to keep running for as long as possible, it can keep running. Okay. If I want to stop it, I can stop it. If I want to keep running for as long as possible, I can keep running. Sorry. While I'm talking to everybody, I'm also once in a while I go to check the chat to see if there's any relevant thing that I have to respond to. All right. I'm in the chat right now. Somebody just said, Promise, what I have, my comprehensive biography about my ministry well documented. How do I converse with these tools to get to this stage? It's pretty simple. For that, you tell the AI, I have XYZ information about my ministry. I have this information about my ministry. I'm going to feed it to you, but I also want you to read it, analyze it, give me a feedback on what you think of what I've shared, then ask me questions about what you want to know about my ministry, about me as a person. Ask me questions. Then I've noticed that people answer better when they are talking with their mouth rather than when they are writing. If you try to write, there are so many things you miss. So it's better you just talk. So get a recorder and record yourself answering those questions that AI is giving to you. Then use the same process to extract the audio. Okay, if it's a recorder, it's obviously in audio format. Use this process, upload the audio to Assembly AI. Then once you upload the audio to Assembly AI, it gives you the transcription. Then you bring the transcription back to whatever conversational AI you're using, whether cloud or ChatGPT, it doesn't matter. Both of them work quite as fine. All right. So whatever materials you have about yourself, you can give it to AI, let it read it. It's going to read it in 10 seconds. It's done reading it. It's going to give you a feedback. I've given AI a 1,000-page document before, and in less than 10 seconds, it was done reading. It's that fast. But ads are expensive these days. Anywhere around. Somebody asking a question. We're going to get back to what I was saying. I'm checking the time. It's almost 11, so I'm trying to wrap up by 11 so that I don't fault on the time. For ads, if you are spending money, according to one of my mentors over 15 years ago, when I started learning some of these things online, he would say, then we're not even using Facebook ads. I'm not sure Facebook ads was out by that time. Then we're running ads on magazines and newspapers. He would say, Promise, if you spend 1,000 naira, he was trying to give me the worst case scenario. If you spend 1,000 naira on ads and the ads give you back 1,100 naira, you are profitable. Put back another 1,000 in ads. Like keep putting back money until the ads stop producing. So I think most of us, what we're looking at is we're looking at the expense that ads are. How can I put 5,000? How can I put 10,000? How can I put 100,000? I don't have that money. But what you should rather look at is the conversion. If I put in 10,000, can it give me back 20,000? If I put in 10,000, can it give me back 30,000? If I put in 10,000, can it give me back 50,000? Once you're able to do that comfortably, then you don't have anything to worry about. You should be comfortable putting back extra 10,000 every time. If 10,000 is what you want to work with. Most of these ads I was running, I was spending somewhere around, when I started with just, I think 12,000 naira per day. But as at a few days ago, I was already running at 150,000 naira per day on ads, right? But total I spent on ads was less than 1 million naira. And I didn't generate that one. I didn't bring out the 1 million from my pocket. The only money I brought out of my pocket for this was 12,000 naira to promote. 12,000 naira. The 12,000 brought in from the day one. 12,000 brought in 50,000. I put in back another 12,000. Day two, I think that one brought, I can't remember the exact amount except I go back to my Paystack dashboard to see the payments that came in. I kept putting in money. Then when I saw that it was a little stable, I put in more money. I duplicated the ads into more accounts and I put in more money and it generated a lot more money and I put in much more money. The point is ensure that the system that you're putting money into is converting very well. That way, if you're putting in 10 naira, it should give you 20 naira or 30 naira. I hope that answers the question of ads is expensive. Ads is not expensive if it's profitable, then it's not expensive. If I can put in 100 naira, imagine I started with 12,000 and it generated over 5 million. Over 5 million in 14 days. And I started with just 12,000 naira from my pocket. Every other money it generated by itself. Okay, so ads are not what's it called? Expensive, except your campaign is not profitable. Please, we need the prompt for the digital branding and personal amplification. If you're asking this question, if you're asking for me to just copy and paste it for you, I can do that. But if you are saying maybe a prompt that I copied from somewhere, I didn't copy it from anywhere, I just typed it from my head. So I can literally just copy this prompt and paste it in the group so that everybody can read it from there. What else? Okay, there are no more questions in the past. Converting messages into book would be discussed when. That's what I'm discussing already. I'm telling you the process. You could literally take, it's like once you have your knowledge base, right? The AI understand you first of all, so that, because now the book that you're writing, there's no how the book is just going to be the message alone. The book is going to be about the message and the author, because the author is going to have some personal stories. Read any book. Every book has some personal stories about the author that makes it unique to the author. So the knowledge base is going to give the AI some information about the author. Then the message itself will now be converted into the core content of the book. While the knowledge base is going to give you some bells and whistles, all those extras that are inside your book. Now let's just pretend we want to write a book real quick. Oh, there are more questions that are popping up. It's almost 11. Please, I want to wrap this up at 11, but please, let's not ask plenty questions right now. What else? You are living what you promised us. Congratulations. I don't understand that. When you say you are living, I seriously, sincerely don't understand. Okay. Where should we use the Audacity? Where we should use Audacity, I think I explained that before. Audacity is an audio editing tool, but I just use it to extract audio from videos. I just take my video, dump it in Audacity. It extracts the audio from the video, no matter how long the video is. It extracts the audio from the video, and I export the audio from Audacity so I can use audio alone. Please, I am not hearing the sound. I'm not hearing you. The sound is not clear. I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do about that from here. Please copy and paste the prompt for us in the WhatsApp group. Okay, I will do that. Are we meeting tomorrow by 8 p.m.? Yes, I will do that. Audacity is for capturing audio from... Okay, somebody's answering the question for me. Please assist us with the recording. I can't attend to that right now. Please, which app did you use for the sales page of the program? That's above this or beyond the scope of this program. But I can talk about that tomorrow when we're talking about revenue generation. Remind me this question, I'll talk about it in depth tomorrow. I really learned a lot. My money is not wasted. God forbid your money cannot be wasted in Jesus' name, sir. Copy and paste the prompts for digital branding. All right, no problem. Let's just work one last prompt and we call it a night. Let's work one last prompt and we'll call it a night so that I will not have to repeat this thing by tomorrow. Let's work one last prompt and we call it a night. Okay. I'm glad we're getting value. I'm super happy. At that point when people were saying, people don't know how it broke my heart for a second. When everybody was saying what those comments, it broke my heart for a moment. That's why I just left those things and just went straight into it. What was I about to say? Okay, I was about to turn your message, that 11-minute message. Let's see if we can come up with a book real quick. I'm going to be chatting with the cloud AI right now. So what you have come up with is really amazing. Okay, let me take this up. What I've come up with is really amazing. Sometimes it's good, like when you give an assistant a task and the assistant performs well, praise the assistant so that they don't feel like their skills are not being seen. All right, so that's the same way I treat AI. It's like an assistant that's intelligent. What you have come up with is really amazing. However, I'm trying to impress the apostle with my writing prowess. So I'm thinking of using the transcription of the short message I got from him to write a small book. I don't even know what. Okay, thank God we all are in this meeting together. I've not listened to the message beyond the first 5 seconds. So I don't even know what the message is about, what Apostle was preaching. Okay, so I'm going to use AI to come up with a title for the book. I'm going to use AI to come up with a title. I'm going to use AI to come up with the chapters of the book. Apostle, do you remember what was being preached in that message? Okay, I don't remember because I've not even watched it. Okay, so I'm going to use AI to come up with the title of the book and the chapters of the book and the content of the book. All right. However, I'm trying to impress Apostle with my writing prowess, so I'm thinking of using the transcription of the short message I got from him to write a small book for him. To write a small book in his name. I'll upload the transcript of the message. Right. I mean, I'll upload transcript of the message below. Analyze it. See, this is where I'm giving it instruction. Analyze it. Come up with 5 book titles, 5 possible book titles for the book. Then after that, you and I will come up with the possible chapters for the book. But first, let's get a befitting title for the book. The message transcript is below. So I'm going to paste that message. Yes, but this is the interview. I think the message transcript is here. So I've pasted the message and I'm going to hit enter. Now, let's watch it come up with. How many titles did I ask it to come up with? 5 titles. Apostle, what were you preaching in that message? I've not watched it. I don't have 11 minutes to watch the message right now. What were you preaching in that message? Do you remember? Are you still unmuted?
Yes, we preached about faith. Yes,
Faith.
I think
Okay, about faith. Excellent.
faith.
So now, does any of this title befit what you were talking about in that faith currency, living above the world system? undeserved privilege, your divine right to overcome. Sharing God's glory from fear to faith dominion. The Christ advantage, why you can't fail in an unsafe world. Sons, not servants, your prototype power in Christ. Does any of this befit what you're preaching? You have not listened to it. If I had listened to it, I would have been able to choose one by myself. Is anyone befitting of what you were preaching in that message? Or does this even align with what we are preaching in that message before we even choose one? Does this align with what you are preaching? Hello, sir. Are you there, sir? Hello, sir. Are you there, sir? Apostle, yeah, I think his network is hanging. I mean, is it my own network? Can everybody hear me, please? Let me be sure that it's not my network. Okay, Apostle has even, he has disconnected. His network has knocked him off. He has disconnected. It's 11 p.m. already. Yeah, we're wrapping up. We're wrapping up. We're wrapping up. I want to wrap up, but I don't want to repeat this part of the message tomorrow. I don't want to repeat this part of the training tomorrow, rather. Okay, everybody can hear me. So Apostles he's off network. Okay, we're just going to work with this one, with the faith currency. Faith currency living above the world system. I've not listened to the message, but he already mentioned faith before he logged off or before the network knocked him off. Who is doing advert in this place? For media consultation for your church, kindly contact me after the training to set up your media professionally. Please now, you are spamming the group. You have posted this 3 times. I was trying not to talk about it. This is called spam. That's one of the reasons I locked the group since. It's called spamming. Please, sir. You'd have reached out to me privately. Let me analyze your works. If it's good enough, then I would announce you myself. I think that's preferable than trying to do this. It doesn't speak well, please. So if you have your book title, I can just say, let's go with the first title. Now, work on the chapters. And boom, watch it come up with chapters for faith currency. Now see, it created an artifact. It has a book positioning statement. There's the forward. There's the chapters. It has literally instantly come up with chapters for your book. We've not started writing the content of the book yet. We've not started writing the content of the book. This is like framework of the book. And we can keep taking it step by step, step by step. And this book can be ready in the next 5 minutes. I mean, a full-blown book that is over 100 pages long. Then you can now export the book, put it, as in you can now export or copy the content, put it inside a document, whatever, like Microsoft Word or Google Doc. Then that's the entire book after it is done writing. You can do that. And afterwards, you can, after you've put it in a word processing document, what did I just say? You put it in a word processing software like Microsoft Word or Google Doc. You can now start editing it to fit if there's anything that's not correct. But your entire book will be written in a couple of minutes from your message. Now, let's look at chapter 3, the prototype principle. Core content, Christ as a prototype, not exception. Sons, not servants. I have not listened to the message, but I believe the AI took all this information from inside that stuff. He came up with a 12-chapter book. I can say this is too long. I can tell the AI, no, I don't like 12 chapters. Make it 5 chapters. I want the book to be really short, punchy, and everything. It's giving me 5 chapters. But we don't have all the time. But I believe that you understand what I mean by conversational right now. You can literally converse or have a conversation with your AI and to give you the best possible results for what you're looking for. All right. We said 11 is already 11:07. I would like us to wrap it up right now. If this was insightful, if it was helpful, if you got value from day one, we have not started day 2, but if you got value from day 1, please just let me know in the comment section. We'll continue tomorrow. It's already 11. Some people are saying continue, finish it. but I have to treat people's time very, very, I'm treating your time as important because many people have to sleep. They have an early day tomorrow. Some people have early days tomorrow. I can't just continue. I understand that you want us to continue it. I understand. If you got value, please let me know in the comment section. Lots of people are saying they have seen private message, send me the link to pay for the recording. I'll be sending the links in the group. Okay. Thank you so very much, everybody. I appreciate the fact that we started getting value even after we thought that it was it was not useful. I'm so happy. I'm grateful. I'm very thankful to everybody. God bless us all. God bless you all. We're wrapping it. We're wrapping up right now. There's nothing else to say. I'm cutting it up at this point. So tomorrow we'll build upon what we have done so far, and we'll finish it up with a very loud bang. Thank you, everybody, for your time. I really appreciate your time here today. God bless you all. Have a good night rest. Bye bye.